lakini mimi nikija hapa lazima zioshwe, zitengenezwe, zipakwe mafuta.
Na katika Ulimbwende leo tunachambua mtindo wa kusuka nywele rasta.
Mubashara kutoka jumba la Nation. Hii ni NTV Weekendi na Nuru Abdulaziz.
Karibu sana mwenzangu wa ishara ni Flora Atieno. Mahakama Kuu ya Meru imetoa amri ya kumzuia kaimu jaji mkuu Philomena Mwilu kuendelea na majukumu yake kama naibu jaji mkuu hadi pale kesi iliyowasilishwa dhidi yake itakaposikizwa tarehe 12 Februari. Jaji PJ Otieno pia ameamrisha Mwilu kutojihusisha na majukumu ya jaji wa mahakama ya juu, yale ya kamishna wa tume ya huduma za mahakama JSC na kadhalika, wadhifa wa kiranja wa haki za wahudumu wa idara ya mahakama yani ombudsman hadi pale kesi hiyo iliyowasilishwa na mlalamishi Mongela Isaiah Mbiti dhidi yake itakaposikizwa na kuamuliwa. Mongela amemshtaki Mwilu kwa utendakazi wake anaodai hauzingatii uadilifu, mbali na madai kwamba anatumia vibaya mamlaka ya ofisi yake. Hata hivyo haijakuwa wazi namna majukumu ya naibu jaji mkuu ambaye anakaimisha mamlaka ya jaji mkuu aliyestaafu yatatekelezwa kati ya sasa na uamuzi wa kesi hiyo. Gavana wa Embu Martin Wambora ambaye amechaguliwa kuwa mwenyekiti mpya wa baraza la magavana nchini amewataka magavana kufuatilia kwa makini mchakato wa BBI bila kuruhusu kuwa kizingiti kwa malengo makuu ya baraza hilo. Haya yanawadia huku magavana wa ndani wa naibu wa Rais William Ruto wakionekana kutengwa katika uchaguzi wa leo. Na Vincent Odora anaangazia taarifa hiyo, ambayo mtazamaji kumbuka kwamba aliyekuwa mwenyekiti wa baraza hilo alikuwa amewasilisha au amewacha wadhifa wake hii leo. Kwa hivyo wadhifa huo sasa umechukuliwa na Martin Wambora. Tupate taarifa hiyo. Na mtazamaji, taarifa hiyo inaendelea tu kuangaziwa na tutaipata baadaye tukiendelea na taarifa zetu katika NTV jioni. Mtazamaji, tukisonga mbele tu katika taarifa zingine ni kwamba serikali imeendelea kutetea operesheni inayoendelea huku Kapedo, ikisema sasa inapambana na wakora wanaotumia bunduki kuwavamia maafisa waliojitolea kulinda mifugo yao. Hata hivyo, kamati ya usalama bungeni inamtaka waziri wa usalama wa ndani Fred Matiang'i kufika mbele yake na kutoa taarifa yanayojiri kule Kapedo, huku serikali ikilaumiwa kwa kutozingatia haki za kibinadamu. Kuhusiana na gavana wa Embu Martin Wambora ambaye kwa sasa amechaguliwa kuwa mwenyekiti mpya wa baraza la magavana nchini, na amewataka magavana kufuatilia kwa makini mchakato wa BBI bila kuruhusu kuwa kizingiti kwa malengo makuu ya baraza hilo. Haya yanawadia huku magavana wa ndani wa naibu wa Rais William Ruto wakionekana kutengwa katika uchaguzi wa leo. Na Vincent Odora anatipa taarifa hiyo.
The new chairman.
Baada ya kuponea kubanduliwa ofisini mara kadhaa, gavana wa Embu Martin Wambora sasa atakamilisha hatamu yake ya mwisho akiwa mwenyekiti wa baraza la magavana. Katika uchaguzi wa leo, Wambora aliteuliwa kuwa mwenyekiti baada ya gavana wa Kakamega Wycliffe Oparanya kukamilisha hatamu yake. Gavana wa Kisii James Ongwae amechaguliwa kuwa naibu mwenyekiti, huku gavana wa Elgeyo Marakwet Alex Tolgos akichaguliwa kuwa kiranja wa baraza hilo.
My leadership style will be servant leadership. I'll be doing a lot of consultations with my colleagues a lot of consultations with the three arms of government, a lot of consultation with the development partners. We cannot turn a blind eye on BBI process, which is a combination of views from the public on the designed constitutional amendments within the possibilities of a referendum later this year, most likely in June. This should, however, not deter us from achieving our objectives as a council.
Uchaguzi wa mwaka huu unasemekana kuendeshwa pakubwa kwa kuzingatia makubaliano ya pamoja miongoni mwa magavana waliokuwepo kudumisha mchakato wa handshake kati ya Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga. Hatua hii ilisababisha magavana wanaoegemea naibu wa Rais William Ruto kutochaguliwa, huku baadhi yao wakikosa kuhudhuria shughuli hiyo.
I served the Council of Governors at a time when devolution was under attack, especially on the issues of resources. The National Treasury has on several occasions failed to release funds to the county governments on time. As I hand over today, 26 counties are yet to receive their November allocation, and no county has received the December and January allocations.
Gavana wa Kirinyaga Anne Waiguru amechaguliwa mwenyekiti wa kamati ya jinsia na vijana, huku gavana wa Tana River Dadho Godhana akichaguliwa kusimamia kamati ya usalama, miongoni mwa magavana wengine waliochaguliwa kusimamia kamati mbalimbali. Magavana wa hatamu ya kwanza walionekana kuepukana na kuwania viti vikuu katika baraza hilo, wakisemekana kulenga kutumia muda wao kutafuta kuchaguliwa tena badala ya nafasi hizo kuwaweka taabani na serikali kuu. Viongozi waliochaguliwa wataongoza baraza hilo kwa muda wa miaka 2 ijayo, huku swala la ugavi wa rasilimali kwa serikali za kaunti likiendelea kuwa changamoto kuu. Vincent Odur, NTV, Nairobi.
Kwingineko, serikali imeendelea kutetea operesheni inayoendelea huko Kapedo, ikisema sasa inapambana na wakora wanaotumia bunduki kuwavamia maafisa waliojitolea kulinda mifugo yao. Hata hivyo, kamati ya usalama bungeni inamtaka waziri wa usalama wa ndani Fred Matiang'i kufika mbele yake na kutoa taarifa yanayojiri kule Kapedo, huku serikali ikilaumiwa kwa kutozingatia haki za kibinadamu.
Operesheni ya Kapedo imeingia siku yake ya 11 na siku 4 baada ya serikali kuweka kafyu eneo hilo. Serikali inasema inapambana na watu waliokuwa wanalindwa na serikali lakini wakaisaliti.
We have also recruited and armed police reservists from within the said communities to support the police in cases of impromptu attacks. To our surprise, some of these pastoral communities have turned against the very police officers that are meant to protect them.
Lakini bado tetesi za operesheni hiyo kutoandamana na haki za kibinadamu zimeendelea kuongezeka, huku askofu wa Eldoret akisema ni wengi ambao wananyanyaswa.
And now they are saying that even sometimes when they see young people just passing by, they shoot at them, they kill them without verifying whether they are bandits or not. So that is something which really is of great concern.
The National Police Service wishes to put the financiers of cattle rustling on notice that their days are numbered.
Kamati ya usalama katika bunge la kitaifa inasema kuwa sasa waziri wa usalama wa ndani anatakiwa kufika mbele ya kamati hiyo.
We really want to know what they are doing and what actions they are taking. And also with Reverend Kobia from National Cohesion. It is very important.
Emma Daute Bakol, afisa aliyeuawa Kapedo wiki 3 zilizopita, atazikwa hapo kesho nyumbani kwake Teso Kusini. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.
Huenda siasa za eneo la Mlima Kenya zikachukua mkondo mpya kuanzia leo baada ya Rais Uhuru Kenyatta kuanza ziara rasmi ya kikazi kujaribu kurejesha upya hadhi yake kama jogoo wa siasa za ngome yake na kutoa mwelekeo kuhusu mchakato wa BBI. Katika siku ya kwanza ya mkutano wake, Rais alikutana na madiwani kutoka kaunti 10 za Mlima Kenya na kuahidi kuwa BBI itazingatia masuala ya ugavi wa rasilimali kwa mfumo wa mwananchi mmoja, kura moja, shilingi moja. Mwanahabari wetu Melita Tenges anatuarifu zaidi.
Rais Uhuru Kenyatta aliwasili mapema leo katika ikulu ndogo ya Sagana, kaunti ya Nyeri, kwa ziara ya siku 4 katika eneo la Mlima Kenya itakayohusisha mikutano na viongozi wa eneo la kati, kupigia debe ripoti ya BBI na kukagua miradi ya maendeleo.
We had a chance to be taken through it. We had a chance to be explained to it exactly what it is, and more specifically, because we are having a conversation for the Mount Kenya region, what it means for us, the Mount Kenya region people.
We have not had copies of BBI delivered to the county, which is unlike the 2010 constitutional change, where copies of the constitution had been distributed all over to the public.
Rais alifanya mkutano na wawakilishi wa wadi zaidi ya 500 waliokusanyika hapa na kuwaelezea manufaa yaliyomo katika ripoti ya BBI, hasa ugavi wa rasilimali.
Recognize the immense benefits the BBI portends for devolution, including increasing the revenue allocation to counties from 15% to 35%.
Kwa mara nyingine tena hatutaweza kuwa sisi ndio tunakadamizwa. Tumeona ya kwamba sisi wengi wetu wamekuwa kama puda. Sisi tunafanyia wengine kazi, wanalia migogo yetu. Kwa sababu unapata ya kwamba sisi ndio tunapata pesa zile nyingi, lakini zikija kugawa unapata hatuna.
Kando na hayo, katika mkutano huo wa Sagana, Rais alihakiki kuwa yuko imara uongozini na kwamba hatotishika na kauli za kisiasa za kumpinga, huku akidai kuwa Jumamosi atapokutana na viongozi wote wa Mlima Kenya atazungumza yaliyo moyoni mwake waziwazi kuhusu siasa za Mlima Kenya pamoja na faida ya BBI.
He tried as much as possible to avoid succession politics. He was clear that he is going to vacate when the time comes, and he has no interest of coming back. So there was no succession politics.
Yote 9, 10 ni kuwa Rais amesema kuwa ombi la wawakilishi wa wadi kutaka hiba ya gari kutoka kwa serikali litazingatiwa kwa haraka. Melita Tenges, NTV.
Na hofu ya ukosefu wa hali ya usalama imetanda huku viongozi wakishtumiwa kwa madai ya kuchochea visa vya utovu wa usalama nchini. Haya yanatokana hasa na mirindimo ya mikutano ya kisiasa kwa kisingizio cha kupinga au kuunga mkono mchakato wa BBI na kadhalika, machafuko katika maeneo ya Baringo, Mandera, Pokot Magharibi, Marsabit miongoni mwa mengine. Kamati inayoshughulikia masuala ya usalama ya bunge la kitaifa sasa inaweka mikakati ya kuboresha sheria iliyobuni tume ya maadili na ufungamano wa kitaifa kama njia ya kuwachukulia hatua kali zaidi wale wanaohusika katika kueneza chuki na uchochezi wa ghasia, hasa tunapoelekea siasa za uchaguzi mkuu. Pia wanachama wa kamati hiyo watafanya kikao na waziri wa usalama Fred Matiang'i wiki ijayo kuzungumzia masuala ya usalama wa kitaifa.
Fine ile kali na pia wao wanaweza kufungwa. Si ati mtu anazungumza, analeta utatanishi, alafu watu wanapigana, baadaye akishikwa hakuna ile kipengele ambaye inahakikisha anawekwa ndani.
We don't have much development. What we have more is talk from January to December. We really need to change as a country if we really love this country. You cannot say you love this country and all you do is make a lot of noise. We have hospitals to make. We need our children to go to school.
Na mtazamaji, tunaenda mapumzikoni na rejea na taarifa zaidi, usiende mbali.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Dial *544*0# to unlock your Safaricom data deal of the day on Kenya's fastest 4G network, Popote. Let's go beyond. Twende tukiuke.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Selena! Don't get puzzled. She's my twin. I shine your toilet. And I bathroom. So, is your bathroom clean? Yes! Presenting the new Harpic Bathroom Cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue for the toilet and red for the bathroom. Harpic Bathroom and Toilet Cleaner cleans and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces and wash white clothes, towels and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
He has lived in the US for over 40 years. He has experienced the good and the bad of this country, but he has never seen anything like this.
Now they blocked us. This is what's happening. This is what would have taken us to DC.
Yes, I'm talking about Ken Agwa, a Kenyan with many skills, from producing promotional and branding materials to videography and photography.
My clients is everybody.
This Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on NTV.
Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Admission for January, February and May intakes is ongoing. Apply now. SMS your details to the numbers on your screen. Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Growing reputation.
Shukran sana kwa kuendelea kuwa nasi. Kinara wa chama cha Amani National Congress Musalia Mudavadi amsuta naibu wa rais William Samoei Ruto kwa kile anasema ni kuendeleza chuki dhidi ya mkubwa wake ambaye ni Rais Uhuru Kenyatta akiwa bado uongozini. Kulingana na Mudavadi, baadhi ya wanasiasa wamekuwa mwongozo mbaya kwa kizazi kijacho kwa kudhalilisha afisi kuu za uongozi nchini, jambo ambalo anasema ni hatari sana kwa taifa endapo halitaangaziwa.
Let us make sure the economy is stable. Let us make sure the politics is stable. Tusigawanye watu kwa njia ya kikabila. Agenda yetu tukienda mbele must be number 1, economy. Number 2, economy. Number 3, economy. Kila siku tunazurura. Wewe umeweka bidhaa zako pale, magari yangu yanakuja yanakanyaga hizo bidhaa. Unapoteza pesa hapo. Na unataka ulishe familia. Haya pia lazima tuangalie na tukomeshe. Let us do politics in a decent way. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunataka ni kusema kwamba tusimame imara kama Wakenya. Rais wetu Jamhuri ya Kenya ni Uhuru Kenyatta. He must be respected. Mimi nataka kuwa rais. Kwani unataka wakati huo nikifika pia na mimi nipigwe na matusi?
Tukisonga mbele, kundi la kinadada kutoka kaunti ya Nairobi kwa jina Young Professional Women Group limejitokeza kukashifu ghasia zinazotokana na kampeni kuhusu ripoti ya BBI. Wakihutubia wanahabari jijini Nairobi, wanawake hao waliwataka wanasiasa kuongoza kampeni za amani, huku vijana wakitakiwa kukoma kutumika na wanasiasa kuzua vurugu kwenye kampeni zinazoshuhudiwa nchini kuhusu ripoti hiyo.
We want to call on young people to be responsible and to take responsibility of this country, and to know that we are the owners of this country and we are holding it in trust for our children. And if we are going to destroy today, then what do we want to create for our children? And we also want to tell politicians that are using young people to cause chaos across the country that this country has already gone through a very difficult time in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We are trying to recover economically, and it's not right for you to want to take people back economically and socially.
Katika makala ya wiki hii ya Ulimbwende, Fatma Bugo anaangazia mtindo mpya wa kunyoa kibenten unaovutia vijana, hasa unapochanganya matuta na rasta, hususan miongoni mwa vijana wa Mombasa.
Wanasema kipendacho roho hula nyama mbichi, na vijana wengi wameukumbatia kwa dhati mtindo huo hususi, yani kwa huu ndio mpango mzima. Kinyume na uzoefu kwamba wanaume hunadhifisha nywele zao katika vinyozi, kwa wapenzi wa staili hii, saluni inafaa zaidi kutokana na mahitaji ya nywele zao.
Niliona mtu aliyeka rasta na mimi mwenyewe sasa kaona pia mimi nikiweka sitakuwa smart. Ndio nikajaribu kuweka, ndio watu wakasema zinkuwa smart, kwa hivyo usinyoe. Sasa mimi mwenyewe nikigusa hivi huwa nasikia vizuri.
Kwanza huanza kwa kuosha rasta, kisha shughuli za kuzikarabati huanza.
Akifika hapa kama zimemea na nyoa hiyo style yenye ameweka, kama huyu venye amenyoa, si ndio? Sasa ni venye atanielezea yeye mwenyewe chenye yataka. Kuna yule mwenye amekuja yataka kunyolewa tayari halafu aende. Kuna yule mwenye atakuja anyolewe, aoshwe, afanyiwe setting. Wajua mwanamke yuweza osha nywele nyumbani, lakini sasa mwanaume kama huyu yuko mbio kila siku. Hasa ni ile anakuja, akija basi ndio zimechafuka kweli, si mchezo. Hapo maji yanaenda tena sana. Na shampoo pia.
Wewe ukienda kinyozi wanyolewa tu na watoka. Lakini mimi nikija hapa lazima zioshwe, zitengenezwe, zipakwe mafuta. Weza amua tu hata wewe mwenyewe usisonge lines. Ukaamua uzifunge, uzishike tu piece. Ukaamua uzifunge pia na nyuma. Kwa hiyo style ziko nyingi.
Ni mtindo unaohitaji ulainishaji wa mara kwa mara kudumisha unyofu.
Hii style haina gharama kama mwenye amekaa kichwa kizima, kwa sababu ukienda tu kwa kinyozi ni kunyolewa na kutengenezwa, hiyo sehemu itakuwa imebaki. Ukiwa na dreads kama hivyo wa style uoge na maji fresh, si maji chumvi. Ukiziosha na maji ya chumvi wakati mwingi kama maji ya bahari, huwa za change rangi za kwa brown.
Ni mtindo unaopendelewa sana hasa na vijana, lakini wengi wangali na dukuduku ya jinsi jamii inavyowatizama.
Inasemekana vijana wengi ni wahuni na hao ndio wamenyoa style kama hii. Lakini kuna watu wamenyoa hivi kwa sababu ya urembo wao.
Ukiweka kichwa nusu kama hivi, wani balaa. Polisi anaweza kushuku wewe ni mhuni, lakini sio mhuni. Lakini ukiweka kichwa kizima, sio weza pita pale popote. Lakini sasa waruhusiwa sieke dai kama hivi ni makosa.
Fatma Bugu, NTV, makala ya Ulimbwende.
Na makala hiyo inatamatishia awamu ya pili ya NTV jioni. Yoshua Makori yuko tayari na taarifa za spoti, usiende mbali.
Dial *544*0# to unlock your Safaricom data deal of the day on Kenya's fastest 4G network, Popote. Let's go beyond. Twende tukiuke.
Once you start as a small businessman, just be confident of what you're doing, then think bigger. My name's David Kioko Kileu. I was the first person to bring mafuta in Kalongo market, so they nicknamed me Kuwait. I started thinking about hardware. Then I had some challenges on carrying materials. Now and then I supply schools. Once you have no truck, then you're out of job. A few years back, the rolling rolled over the mountains. Whew, I could not sleep the whole night. I could not think that I'll be back again. But with the UAP, I was repaid back. And I went for a bigger truck. And that is why I said, now think bigger. I have a lot of confidence with the UAP insurance company. Once they insure your property, be assured that in case of anything, you'll be repaid.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa. Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi, guy, what the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
You have fight the spread of coronavirus. Learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Ndio mida sasa kwenda viwanjani haraka upesi. Niita Joshua Makori. Timu ya taifa mpira kikapu ya wanaume Kenya Morans imerejea mazoezini kujiandaa kwa mchuano wa raundi ya mwisho wa kufuzu mashindano ya FIBA Afrobasket. Kenya Morans chini ya kocha mkuu Cliff Award inahitaji ushindi mmoja tu ili jikatia tiketi ya kushiriki FIBA Afrobasket kwa mara ya kwanza baada ya miaka 28. Mwisho Kenya kutia guu katika mashindano hayo makuu barani Afrika ilikuwa mwaka wa 93. Katika raundi ya mwisho wa kufuzu Afrobasket ambayo itafanyika jijini Yaounde, Cameroon kati ya Februari tarehe 19 na 21, Kenya Morans iko katika kundi ba na Senegal, Angola na Msumbiji. Makala ya 30 ya FIBA Afrobasket yatafanyika jijini Kigali, Rwanda kati ya Agosti tarehe 24 na Septemba tarehe 5 mwaka huu.
We want to compete all the games because you see there are some games
as a coach, I've won, but I played badly. There's some games I lost, but I played well. So one of our key things is we need to compete in all the games and play our game. If we compete and play our games, good things will happen.
Tukienda kule Cameroon, hatuendi kuparticipate. Sisi tumekuwa prepared. Tuko na talent. We are a full house. Everybody is here. We are practicing. We are working just as hard as everybody is working. So ndio ni group ngumu, lakini na pia si ni wagumu. Hatujakuja hatuogopi mtu. Kama ni mbaya ni mbaya.
Wizara ya michezo humu nchini ikiwa chini ya Waziri Amina Mohamed imeomba kuwaruhusu mashabiki angalau wachache kuingia uwanjani kutazama mechi za ligi tofauti japo kwa kuyafuata masharti yote ya Wizara ya Afya ya kupambana na corona. Ombi hilo la mlezi wa klabu ya AFC Leopards Musalia Mudavadi limetolewa wakati Ingwe inatarajiwa kupambana na watani wao wa tangu jadi Gor Mahia Jumapili ya Februari tarehe 7.
There is actually merit in your proposal that perhaps the Ministry of Health, together with the Ministry of Sports and the relevant committees, can and indeed should start facilitating at least up to, say, the 3,000 fans or spectators in the stadia for each team, because then that will give you some reasonable amount which can at least pay maybe the allowances of the players at any one time, rather than this idea of keeping everybody out and it's training all people.
At times we have it hard accessing Kasarani or Nyayo Stadium. We'd also want you to talk to your sister in charge of that ministry. First and foremost, if they can allow at least 3,000 fans back to the stadium, it can be good for us. It will give us some easy money to actually run the team, because if I have 3,000 fans in the stadium, that is 6 million. 600,000, somebody has given me 600,000.
Wazito imenyuka Kakamega Homeboys bao moja bila ya jibu uwanjani Kasarani katika raundi ya 10 ya ligi kuu ya kandanda humu nchini ya Bet King. Michael Owino alitia kimiani bao la pekee na la ushindi dakika chache kabla ya mapumziko. Licha ya ushindi huo, Wazito imesalia ya 3 kwenye jedwali na alama 20 sawa na Tusker iliyo ya pili na moja nyuma ya KCB iliyo kileleni na alama 21. Kesho KCB itakuwa mgeni wa Ulinzi Stars ugani ya Furaha, nayo AFC Leopards itakutana na Posta Rangers uwanjani Kasarani. Kwingineko City Stars itamenyana na Nairobi ama na Kariobangi Sharks kumradhi huko Kasarani Annex, nayo Vihiga United itaikaribisha Sofapaka nyumbani Mumias.
Goalkeeper Put ni kama alikuwa anatarajia angeachiwa ule mpira.
Katika anga ya mataifa ni kwamba mabingwa tetezi wa ligi kuu ya England Liverpool walienyuka Tottenham mabao 3-1 ugani Tottenham Hotspur jana usiku. Roberto Firmino aliwaweka wekundu kifua mbele kunako mwishoni mwa kipindi cha kwanza kabla ya Trent Alexander-Arnold kuongezea bao la pili dakika 47. Pia Emile alikombolea Spurs bao moja katika dakika 49 alipotuma kombora kali kutoka yadi 20. Sadio Mane alihitimisha ushindi katika dakika 65.
And it's off for Højbjerg, who strikes it beautifully.
Sasa hofu na mashaka we na nyima watu kuandika mafanikio kwa kujitoa kimasomaso kufanya kitu. Ishinde hiyo hofu na mashaka, jitoe, ujitegemee. Yoshua Makori niita niridhia matokeo, Nuru waifunge.
Shukran sana Yoshua Makori mtazamaji, na misina la ziada. Anaitwa Nuru Abdulaziz, mwenzangu wa ishara ni Flora Atieno. Alamsiki.
This is NTV.
Presenting the new Harpic Bathroom Cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue
for the toilet
and red
for the bathroom.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities.
Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Go Ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. It is our faith to start all over again. Go Ahead is never giving up in the face of adversity. To go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
Helen Paul.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question for you. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I've been using it for years.
Oh, madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet properly, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic's thick formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach.
Wow, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
Hello and welcome to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have yet another classic show lined up for you. It is, however, important that we start with a reminder today. Vile tuliongea earlier this week, maze, guys, the next 3 weeks will not be conducive to pick Twitter fights with any country. It's a good thing that we all agreed not to pick any fight. So ni kuwakumbusha tu, I don't want to be nagging. This is after the reactions to the documentary by BBC's Sharon Mashira on Kenya's most loved and feared private detective, now turned public, Jane Mogo. It's a half-hour news feature that has left the country stuck at these few seconds of action. The moment I saw that, I remembered what happened to Boni Halwale when he ran for Kakamega governor. But then again, success is determined by how you bounce back after you fall. I did not see a big deal with the detective falling. My interest was drawn to the speech right before the karate showcase.
It is a very good method of protecting yourself in case you don't have a gun.
You don't have a pepper spray. You cannot fight taekwondo like Jinmogo. So it is one of the weapons you should be able to know whether you are a woman or a man.
You can do taekwondo?
I can do taekwondo, but my uniform...
Show me some moves.
You can do it.
Now, there goes your confirmation that there's a strong relationship between what you wear and the kind of beating you give or receive. The relationship between fashion and violence goes way back. There's an unwritten rule ya wanaume wanataka kupigana lazima watoe shati. Back in the days of corporal punishment, a teacher would not beat you with heavy dressing on. Kama amevaa koti ataitoa ndio akuvae. I think this is why in Sheng kupigana inaitwa kuvaana. So it is my submission that the detective not wearing her karate uniform is what spoiled the scene.
Mtazamaji, haka ni kabaya. Maskini wa Mungu.
Unajua, what people did not notice ni Detective Jane alikuwa anataka kujishikilia na nywele ya Sharon Mashida akaikosa. Angeshika hata moja, Sharon Mashida angekuwa maskini wa Mungu. Now, Detective Jane was very right that she needed her uniform to perform karate. A uniform is very important for anyone doing police work. And take the example of this police officer who found himself in hot soup just for not being in his uniform. Word is that he did not wear a mask, na wakati alikuja akashikwa na makarao wenzake akasema yeye ni polisi, but hakuwa na uniform. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the karate beat in that documentary was fine. You people should leave the detective alone. The only bit that was suspicious for me was when Detective Jane went to inspect a murder scene and all the evidence they collected was junk food.
There's a difference between bread and the tomato sauce or chili. Is this food, chips or something? What remains? This remains for what? Look like a burger. Oh my God, like a donut.
Wada unajua cholesterol pia inaweza uwa mtu, lakini this for me, Ama this was coded language ya vile chips funga inapita na wazee. Now, the other reason that made me feel that people judged the piece unfairly was about the dog. People did not appreciate the creativity applied here.
I think should be Hitler. He's the father of all. And
his name is Hitler?
He's Hitler. He hits very hard and we love him. And
Why
he's actually...
do you call him Hitler?
Definitely when you hear the word Hitler, it comes from the word hit. He hit on everyone, especially our enemies, of course, not friends like you, because you are my friend.
Hitler. Wordplay. I think people were just mad that she called her dog Hitler and it's not a German Shepherd. Now, other people felt that that the training was exaggerated. Charlie Wan is on record saying that the training is probably better than the Navy SEALs. Now, here's a snippet of the US Navy SEALs training for endurance. Haya basi, now compare that to Detective Jane Mugo's soldiers training for the same.
What do you want? What do you want? Can you see this? Can you breathe? He can't even breathe.
Now, how is blocking someone's nose like that meant to help? Is that training for endurance, or they are simply rehearsing for COVID? Now, at least the bit where they are being whipped as they serve lunch makes sense, because kila mtu anajua hii Nairobi hakuna mtu anakula rahisi. Food kwanza is just a whole new department.
To test for poison, she wouldn't eat food unless someone tries it first. Charlie Wan has an extra long spoon specifically for this.
How does Uyo Charlie Wan, the bodyguard, know what poison tastes like? Aha. Madam, hiyo pilau vile nashikia leo hapana. Hiyo siyo masala. Now, how do they know that the food is poisoned? Because if it means that the role of the bodyguard is to die in case the food is poisoned, then it means that before Detective Jane takes any meal, there's an attempted suicide.
Not even her personal chef is above suspicion.
In fact, your clip ndio ilifanya nijue Detective Jane ameomoka kama chef wake ni Tracy Morgan. My humble opinion is that these people do not taste food for poison. Ni kuonja tu kama iko na chumvi. And based on what you've seen, Detective Jane anafanya hiyo department ya kuongeza chumvi.
I am the best in the world. In Africa, in Kenya, nobody can beat me up.
Maze hiyo kitu atungekosa kuiongelea hii wiki man. That would be unforgivable. And there's so much we could say. But to more important news now, Madam, we are reliably informed that wanakuanga na pesa mob sana chini ya maji. Joke is on whoever thinks that women are all about depending on men for financial support. Madam wako na kakitu. For this reason, our guest for this episode is one of your favorite musicians who also happens to be a finance expert. Na sisi on the show tunataka kujua how much secrets she can spare from the ladies. Nadia Mukami joins us on the other end of this short commercial break. So see you guys in a bit.
Dial *544*0# to unlock your Safaricom data deal of the day on Kenya's fastest 4G network, Popote. Let's go beyond. Twende tukiuke.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
At the first sign of pain, you need a solution that you can trust to provide effective relief, and it's gentle on the stomach. Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance. This has been Medifax for Panadol.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
When they flip and roll and start to crawl away, Tate diapers can be hard to put on. Then it's time for all-round fit Pampers pants. Easy to pull on even when they're moving around for a great fit and up to 12 hours of dryness. And easy to remove. Just tear the sides, lift away, roll up the pants, and you're all done.
A 2-piece pack now available at only 50 bob.
Hawa ni wa Jones family last week. Hawa ni hao this week. Kwani kuliendaje? Wa Jones family wali get maximum entertainment for less. Na sahi wako closer than close. Pia family yako wanaweza kuwa close hivi wakicheki world class international channels that put the quality back in your quality time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Go TV Max itawaleta closer mara that. So, upgrade to Go TV Max for just 890 shillings leo. Go TV. Love it.
I have to admit, I didn't like Sukuma Wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make Sukuma Wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
More, please!
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance.
Welcome back to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Leo tuko na show nzito sana kama kawaida. Our guest for this episode is one of, if not the finest female musicians in the country right now. The African pop star, Nadia Mukami, is in the house.
Yes, that is a warm welcome.
Karibu sana, man.
Asante sana.
Karibu, karibu.
Asante.
I like the way you said warm.
Yeah.
It's a warm.
Welcome, introduction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wazi maze. I think I needed to confess this on set.
Yeah.
I think one of the best music to come out of 2020.
Yeah.
I believe it came out of 2020. Unajua kuna ngoma zingine zinakuanga dead alafu unaidiscover later.
Yeah.
And I made noise about this on radio kabisa.
Yeah.
Ni ngoma inaitwa Jipe. Imefanywa collab.
Yeah.
Na Mario.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, manze.
We went through the hustle, tussle, and bustle of shooting that video, but it was worth it. Alafu time tunatoa after all that tussle and bustle, COVID in a hit. So just
Mulitoa
imagine.
before COVID?
Tulitoa kama Tuesday,
yes.
Alafu tukaenda lockdown on Friday.
Oh Lord. So amjai perform at ile na performance your what would expect?
Nimeperform easy December, nimeperform kidogo of course using the protocols and measures by WHO za COVID, but it was like, for me initially I felt like it was a loss, but online or digitally speaking, at least we made a few royalties here and there. Yeah.
Hey, manze, that was, imagine it has been on my playlist from when I had it first.
Mtu alinifikishia ujumbe. Asante sana.
Thank you for that nice wonderful piece of work.
Yeah.
But leo hatuko hapa kwa muziki peke yake. Leo nataka umekama highly recommended kwa mambo ya pesa, alafu nikakutana na the financial discipline project yako. Kwanza I was speaking to our producer on radio, anaitwa Winnie. Akaniambia madem, aliconfess, it was a confession. Akasema madem muko na kakitu. Pesa nayo muko nayo. Which begs the question, pesa yenu inakuanga ya nini?
Actually, wacha nikwambie, madem sisi tuko na kakitu sana, but tunajua kujipanga. Let me give you a practical example I use when I'm talking to my online chama members, yeah. Mama zetu back in the day wangeza kuambia, sina pesa, sina, tuko karibu kulala njaa. Lakini mtoto agonjeke kwa hiyo boma, you're taken to the best, you get the best medication. Because wamama ama ladies wanajua kusave pesa. Actually, that's why when you're getting married, unapia tafuta dem anajua kupanga maisha. Unaelewa? So I think ladies tunajua sana kujipanga.
Na ukisema mnaweza kuwa, wamama wanaweza kuwa na pesa, na watu wa kufenja, but anajua anangoja a bad omen. Pesa yenu ni a bad omen. Where do you get the energy? Where do you get the audacity to call us stingy?
Si wote, ina depend. Unajua mimi ni independent lady. Mimi ni boss lady. Okay. So mi pesa yangu najitafutia, mwingine akiamua niongezee, sema one day I'll be married. It's okay, but yangu ni yangu. So ina depend nani ndo anaitana stingy.
Okay, so you draw your inspiration financial planning from your culture ya our mothers priorities.
Yeah, priorities. In business we call them emergency funds. So most of the time ni poa kama mtu kama binadamu unakuwa na emergency funds.
Mali nitakuwa confused me. Basi for the ordinary person, how do you decide on emergencies? Because unaweza kuwa umekaidi uko na stress mazi. Kitu emergency sasa hiyo ni mzinga. So ukikunywa mzinga sasa hiyo emergency, who decides the emergency? Because I don't believe in the concept of manze hii pesa nimestick pale kwa ati mtu akikuwa mgonjwa. Hii pesa wacha ni hii ni ya malaria manze. Unajua huwezi jua.
No, haweki kama ati hii ni ya malaria man. That's the same way yenye. I'm not here to preach about insurance. That's the same way ni poa kupata insurance juu hujui kitu ina happen kesho. You know, hujui mtu, yani ushaikuwa umekuwa poa all of a sudden uko na headache. Alafu pesa ulikuwa nayo ndo umetoka kutumia mother. Na uko na headache na unawezi mpigia simu mwambie then nimeshikwa na it's, you know, it's embarrassing and it's not right. Maybe alikuwa pia na emergencies zake. So emergencies doesn't mean that you're pre-planning. It means that you're ready for anything.
Na last year, at least 2020 was kind because COVID ilingoja January ishe.
That's true. That's a good part.
This time, 2021, COVID imeshikana na January. It's a partnership. Na najua watu wameitwa, kuna kitu tunasemanga Nairobi na kuita mkutano. You are in the boardroom with the city alone. Nairobi mai kuita meeting.
Mini shy. When time nimetua Radio Love, I had a big name, but I was very broke.
Wacha?
I was very, very broke.
Ulikuwa kwa boardroom?
Napanda tu, napanda matatu kama wenzangu, nyimbo ni kubwa, because Radio Love was a big banger. It was really, really big. But I was super, super broke. So ilibidi nijiteka mkutano, because kuna mwanamuziki mwenye anajua the music business vizuri. Kuna kitu inaitwa CPM. Unaweza kuwa uko na views mingi but how generate do your audience. Wewe ni mtu wa YouTube, I'm sure unaielewa. CPM. So nikajita mkutano ndo nikatoa maombi. So maombi ilipandisha CPM yangu hadi wa leo. Skiza zangu hadi wa leo. So inatakanga unakaa chini unajievaluate unajiambia wapi ndo nakosea. I know it's a gospel song, someone is going to criticize I was doing it for money, but no, I was, at the end of the day we have bills to pay. I was doing it thanking God because of the tough situations, and at the same time nilikuwa napandisha pia CPM yangu. So nipoa kujita mkutano Nairobi na kufunza.
So ngoja, Radio Love ilikuwa na CPM low, but maombi ilikuwa
high.
So ni CPM ama ni Yesu? Unajua?
Ni zote. Zote ni key factors zenye zina fuel each other. Juu kwa mtu mwenye anaelewa biashara muziki, kuna nyimbo ukitoa unatafuta hype, unatafuta jina. So what you do with the name is where you draw the line. Like, now I have the name. What am I going to do? How am I going to use my name to make money? So that was the dilemma I was in. Because that's why unapata msanii amekuwa hot kwa market, alafu tunaanza kumchekelea. It's because we don't have proper people who can advise us that it's okay to do a hype song. But you need someone who's telling you that he hype pia hailipi bills. Because for me, Radio Love opened so many doors in terms of hype. But in terms of money, not so much. But Maombi really opened all the some of the two endorsements I have today. It was like financial breakout. Financial breakout.
Siri ya kujipanga ni nini? Siri ya kujipanga na do.
Siri ya kujipanga. Mimi nachukia kitu inaitwa kuomba. Because just to retaliate or take you back, when I was famous and broke, uko na contact list. Unajua kila mtu. But huwezi kopa mtu do. At the back of your mind you're like, huyu atanichukuaje? Hata na kwanza unampima. You know, kuna wale watu wenye msanii atakuwa niko msanii, but it's true. It comes, it's true sina but niko na jina. You know, so hiyo ndo kitu yenye Mr. Kagi kurudi place nimetoka. Mimi nimetoka mbali. Mimi si mse ati nimezaliwa na do or something.
Mimi si cool kid.
Mimi si cool kid. Hata I'm not next to cool kids, you know.
Niliona Desagu akiomba Mungu akuoe sasa.
Me. So
anataka kukurudisha Githurai na umesema urudi mahali.
No, that's my hometown. That's my hometown. So kurudi
tunarudi mahali umetoka na
tukirudi tunarudi Thanksgiving. You know,
unajua ujibu hicho. Umebypass hii story ya you're not making any comments about Desagu's marriage.
No, Desagu is my friend and my homie. Yeah. Hizo vitu zingine ni highlights.
Kwanza kuna story fulani. Chali yako akikukopesha do utarudisha? Thank you.
Yangu ni yangu, yake ni yetu. But I'm joking.
Code red. Our gender is watching. Our gender is watching. Background in finance. That's tukonaongea before kuingia kwa set. Interest yako na kusoma finance ilitoka kwa nini?
Mimi naweza sema mimi ni mtu creative. Like mimi ni mtu, unajua creativity pia inakujanga in terms of numbers 1 2 3. So venye niliingia campus nilikuwa najiuliza nataka kufanya muziki but nimeitwa kufanya hii mambo ya finance. So nikajita mkutano tena nikajiambia because I want to get into music, I can use this someday. Because every time when I was starting out, people used to ask me, because I was still in school, utatumiaje hii finance kwa nini yako? Naweza sema imeplay a very, very huge. Mi wezi nigonga, hii Nairobi, hawezi nigonga do. Mambo ya tax, juu nasema sijui kuna tax gani, najua tax zenye kampuni nafaa kulipia na zenye mi nafaa kulipia. So having that background pia ya kufanya ma-audit hapa pale, receipts, invoices, imenisaidia sana kurun mziki yangu, kurun pia biashara yangu professionally, like as an artist.
That's
yeah.
very nice.
And actually using it in terms of using the platform that God has given me, that is being known to the people and giving back through financial literacy to the people.
In your experience, achana mziki, how difficult is it to make $1 million bob clean?
It's difficult. It's really, really difficult. And mi usema, you make $1 million unexpected.
Awezi
Ile siku
panga.
yenye unapanga how kwanza ndo maybe utaenda losses, but ile siku yenye you're just working hard, you're telling me I'm very spiritual, you just telling God take control, ndo ita happen.
Where do you think mademo will go wrong?
Extra spending. Unajua madem kuna hiyo stuff ya beauty, unaharibu pesa on so much beauty. It's good. Hata mi napenda urembo, napenda kukaa poa, napenda kuvaa nguo mzuri, but you have to always know where do you draw the line. Like isikuwe ati sasa you're spending so much on you, how you look or your output, na unasahau pia kujiendeleza. You get? Like hata kama mi usema mi work na wase wangu, mi waambia tupige mwili pole after kazi. Unajua kujipiga mwili pole, but kuna kitu mmefanya mnajua next month hatutakosa. Si kila siku napiga mwili pole. You know, like kama ni unataka kujispoil, unataka kununua the best makeup kit, ni after umefanya kitu ya maana yenye inaweza generate do. So mi hapo ndo mi feel si hukosea kidogo. Though si wote wenye maybe wanakosea urembo sana. Yeah.
Nilikuwa nataka kuuliza kupiga mwili pole yako ni gani, alafu kataja makeup kit.
Si makeup actually. Kupiga
Apologize
to your body.
Apologize to your body on the Wicked edition.
Unabaki kwa gallery ya personal life, but mi ni mtu napenda manyama choma. Na shopping. Mi kwanza I think in my other life maybe ningefanya home decor. Shopping ya nyumba. It's funny, like I change my seats every now and then. Like neza spendi.
After how long, as in ukikalia kiti, how long una?
People take it out of context.
No, can't take
like,
it out of context.
Napenda I like a big house and I love good things in the house. So 3 months. No, out of context again. No, like napenda, so that's like kujipiga mwili yangu pole, ni naweza ona TV maybe, you know, he kitty, he pale, I change. Like, but see, is there zingine si unauza?
What does the TV have to do with owing your body an apology?
Napenda vitu poa. Hiyo sasa me, that's my satisfactory setting, whatever. Napenda vitu poa actually. Napenda shopping na napenda nyama choma.
Unapenda shopping na unapenda nyama choma. Najua.
Na hizi kwanza ni hizi centers zenye they are not posh. Hizi centers zenye mtu Nadia.
Hizi kukusotesha.
Zaki zinasotesha. Na vitu za nyumba na manguo.
Na wewe ni msanii, umefanya finance. Probably kama ungekuwa, if you hadn't joined the music industry and hadn't put in the work that you have to get to where you are now, you'll probably be looking for work mpaka sahi. Right? Kuna watu sahi hawana job. Kuna dem amefanya finance but hayuko in music, so yeye ni wewe mwenye afanye muziki. Now, what's your advice in terms of finance moves, like to take yourself to the next level? I'm not asking about kusave from nothing, but in terms of ideas kama ni aje, madem anaweza fanya nini kama haja get job? Yes, kuna mwenye amesoma na bado anatafuta job, na kuna mwenye hana form bado.
Kuna zile shule za mtaani zenye unaweza upewe, mimi nishaifanya hiyo huko Mwehoko kidogo primary school kingine hapo. You can offer ku teach hata watoto about business. Utapewa peni kidogo, but it's better than staying at home. Kama yani you can find an opportunity ya kuanzisha hata financial consultancy. Now that's on entrepreneurship. There are so many companies that need financial consultancy. Watu wameweka tu accountant, but they forget we also need a financial consultant. Mtu mwenye anambia spend hii pesa hivi, you know. So there are so many opportunities. Squeezy kuna online. You can start your own master classes on YouTube, teaching people, you generating revenue, podcasts, highly paying. So I think tuna create tu zile opportunities zenye squeezy ukiwa na smartphone, unajicreate opportunity, and I'm sure you can make something out of yourself. Na me would believe hard work. Hakuna siku hard work itaikosa kupay off. Hakuna. Kuna wale mtu sema mimi nimetia no. God is waiting for that day. Hakuna siku yenye hard work haijai pay off. Hakuna.
That's a very, very wonderful thing to say. Hakuna siku hard.
It's
I think
true.
to change kidogo. Tuseme hakuna siku working smart itawahi kosa.
Haitawahi kosa results.
Kuna working smart ya working hard ya work smart. Like unaweza work hard in the wrong direction. Unaweza put effort in the wrong direction.
True.
But if you exert your effort in the right direction and give it your best, it's bound.
It's gonna work.
To work.
Yeah, results.
Oh wow.
Tunaweza anzisha master class.
But you're such a vibe. You're such a vibe. Sana. And I'm so glad we had you on the show Leo. Na ulisema we si cool kid.
Very far.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a local mananji.
That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.
Presenting the new Harpic Bathroom Cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue
for the toilet
and red
for the bathroom.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
At the first sign of pain, you need a solution that you can trust to provide effective relief and is gentle on the stomach. Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance. This has been Medifax for Panadol.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
This is NTV.
In a couple of days, the 99 January days will be over. It's just been so long. It's not ending. I know. Good evening and welcome to it. This is TTTT. My name is Amina Abdirabad. So many stories that we talked about this week. These are some of the stories that we touched on social media. Teachers to be provided with guns in volatile areas. How practical is this? Find out more from the panel.
Aya, ona. Aya.
Youth caught on camera taking photos while posing dangerously in the CBD. Things people do for likes. Stick around for more. What do
you want from my boss? What do you want from my boss? What do you want? What do you want? Can you see this? This? Can you breathe? He can't even breathe.
Jane has a taekwondo.
I want to meet Jane. So we try to get her. Did Kenyans misunderstand our best private detective? Sorry, is heaven meant for KOT kweli? You know, I want to hear what the panel has. What the panel has to say. Mato, Cindy, both of you. I want to hear you. I want to hear your 2 cents. At the Trend Live at Amina Abdirabah, Cindy Ogana, and Daddy Mato Daddy. Hey guys, how are you?
We made it to the end of January.
You made it. You did it, Joe. You did it.
Yes.
You did it. You did it.
Bado
ijaisha. Nakwambia vitu zinaweza happen in the next 2
Imagine,
days.
There's still tomorrow and the day after.
Oh, you made
Uzuri
it.
ni weekend.
No.
Weekend.
It is weekend. I'm trying to like make way talk, but we made it to the end of the week, and we made it to the end of January.
Yes.
You know, like come next week, it's gonna be a different month. Yeah. So
The pressure month.
The
How
month
is that
of
the pressure month? Oh, for
The
you.
pressure month. No, not for me.
Even for you, Amina, what do you mean for Mato?
Excuse me.
Actually, for Amina, pressure. Pressure for Amina.
No. How is it for me again?
Oh, actually, you giving pressure to people.
Yeah.
The kind of gifts that you give.
Okay, I am a very good gifter. If that's a thing, like I am a very, like I give you, if I can afford it, I give you exactly what it is that you wanted. So I understand like when Beyonce buys an island or like a private jet.
Levels.
No, I'm just saying like if she can afford it, so then why not?
Mimi tayari na feel hapa miliwa Jesus ameniweza kabisa. Alafu huyu anakompare na Beyonce na
No, I'm saying like if you can afford it, why not? Cindy, if you can afford it, I'm so sure you can give him.
I mean, how cool would it be if we did like a secret Valentine for the panel? So we all got each other something different for Valentine and we just opened it up on air and saw what we got.
Mr. Kopa Valentine's babe. Acha tu nikwambie.
You know, because you know what's going down.
I know what's going down. I know, but it's so good to have you guys on the show. Welcome back once again. Now, as we get started on the first story, now, if this law comes to pass, then mazoeano ya students, walimu, iyo etaisha. Now, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers wants the government to provide teachers deployed in volatile areas with guns. The acting Kupit Secretary General Moses Nturima says giving guns to teachers will not only scare away attackers, but will also give the tutors confidence to work in the high-risk areas. Let me start with Mato. What do you think about this? Because, you know, for teachers, we were talking about this, I think it was the week before or the week before that, and we discussed how teachers are just in a lot of danger. We're just seeing more and more cases of teachers being hurt, being injured, or in some cases even losing their lives.
I don't know why they're asking for guns, because a teacher is very dangerous with anything. Oh, umeona mwalimu na chalk. Mwalimu utamuona na chalk. You think that is harmful. Wacha weke hiyo chalk hapa katikati ya vidole. Alafu washike hivi. You will know how dangerous that chalk is. That's also taji bunduki. Plus, it's as simple as getting security in the schools if the area is volatile. It's not a teaching thing. It's an area thing. So security forces are the ones that should be there to handle that. Imagine mwalimu whips tayari wanakuaga very volatile with. Sasa una imagine kupoa bunduki. Students wataweza kufocus kwa class akijua mwalimu ako na bunduki. Ah, come on.
You're right, and you know people do have issues. So you can give someone a gun who's trigger happy. You haven't really you know, there's a lot of different tests that they have to go through. Even though it doesn't seem like it when we see some of these videos, before you do get that gun, there are different things that you're supposed to sort of go through before they say, you know what, Cindy is of the right mental state to own a firearm. Cindy, what were your thoughts when you saw that story?
My mom was a teacher. I can imagine how my mom would be if she had a gun. My mom was a terrorist. My mom used to beat me in front of everyone else. She didn't care that we were related by blood, that she brought me to this world. She wanted to discipline me and make an example of me. Now imagine how many teachers would brandish a gun and tell either lower primary, middle, upper or secondary school kids to toe the line or they'll be shot. It's not the first time that teachers have gone above and beyond in the name of discipline. I imagine giving them guns. Now, I agree with Mato. Security is not the job of a teacher. They are in the civil service. They're there to provide a skill and impact knowledge. Security is for the security forces. We're talking about the army, we're talking about the police. Now, when we transfer that to a civilian who is a teacher, then what are we saying about our security forces? Beef up the security, get more cops there, get more army guys. I don't know if you guys had, apparently the army and KDF and a couple of other armed forces were recruiting people. They were only looking for 100 and something, 50,000 people turned up. Perhaps they can recruit more and send them as security in these volatile areas and beef it up. But teachers, apana. It's hard enough teaching children of this generation.
Exactly. The mwalimu who struggle already darasani na but the ushaiona mwalimu kwanza science teachers.
Why are they so violent?
Are they the right frame of mind?
You know what, Mato? Is that a prerequisite? They're like
mathematics, biology, physics, chemistry.
Do you beat? Our teacher, let me tell you, so we had a teacher called Miss Priscilla.
Yeah.
And we had to go to school at 6 o'clock in the morning because it was colder and that the pain
would be,
you know what I mean? So what she would do, because she, I don't even know how to describe this teacher. So she would hit our toes. At 6
what are you talking about?
She would have a stick and hit our toes. See, now she's like, how many of you failed number 4? Number 4, number 4.
Yeah.
Kuja. Amina, Cindy, Martin, I know you failed number 4. So we go to this is 6 o'clock in the morning. It's so cold. It's so freezing cold. And then now she hits your toes. And I'm like, what kind of torture?
Now you want that person to have a gun.
Do you know what I mean? And she would have made an example out of me. And there would be no show today. So me, I'm just saying. At the Trend Live, tell us what you think about that story as we move on to the next one. Now, in what extent can you go in order to impress the people on the Instagrams, okay? Now, these young lads, these ones, if you can see right now, as you can run the video as I talk about the story, they took it too far, or so I think. Now, this week, a video of young men walking dangerously on a cliff of a building while taking pictures was captured by an onlooker. I don't know, but should it really get to this? You know, there are a lot of people making a lot of money online. If you don't understand, when you hear about, there's this digital tax being imposed, it's because people are making money.
Yeah.
My influencer, Cindy, ongea.
Oh gosh.
You're the
Daddy Mato, ongea. Me, I'm not yet verified on Instagram. But here's the thing. I understand there's so many, they're called adrenaline shots. You know, when people take them at the edge of the cliff, blah, 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 they make for a very good picture, but one false step and then you're mincemeat. It is a youth thing. It's a generational thing. I'm the kind of person, I mean, if I hear a noise at the night, I will not go and look in the window. I will lock the door and switch off the lights. That's my first instinct. Now, we're raising a different generation of people who are daredevils. I understand what they're doing them for public life, but safety first at the edge. And I don't know about you, Amina and Mato, but I suffer from vertigo. So I'm just watching that clip, I'm afraid of the drop. You know, taking a lift to buildings that have like 20th, 22nd floor. I am frightfully afraid. Now, Sembu said these kids, I couldn't even watch. I don't understand what these children are doing, to be honest.
I completely agree. But then one of my dreams is, I don't have that problem, Cindy, unfortunately.
Oh, you don't have an issue with heights?
None.
But do you have an issue with?
One of my dreams is to go to, like, you know the Zimbabwe Falls?
Yeah.
What?
Victoria Falls.
Yes.
And do what?
Where people, no, I don't jump.
The edge, where there's the swimming area at the edge.
So you get to the edge.
And do what at that edge?
You take the picture there at the edge.
Why not there at the shore where?
Because
why the edge?
It's dangerous and I'm trying to die. And you know, I'm like, you know, but like it's because the picture looks so much better. Mato clearly knows.
Yes, this is true.
White people's problem.
Wow, exactly. If they are white on the inside, it is up to them. Let them white it out. I mean,
guys,
see,
Mato and Amina, you know, we want raised to take these pictures on the edge, please. Can we just
check it? Just because you were raised differently does not mean they were raised the same way as you. Sawa sawa. Wewe rooftop umeona ni Alliance peke yake.
We were raised
kwanza
to be
downtown.
This thing of a bungee jumps. Nonsense, peer pressure.
What do you mean?
Can you stay on level ground? What are you doing jumping off a cliff?
Wait, okay, wait. Now I'm really concerned. So have you ever done zip lining? Have you done?
No, I've done zip lining. Okay, 200 meters long, and that was
Cindy
it.
did planking when planking was famous, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was when you were in the days of your youth. Let these ones in the days of their youth do it. Some of the best photos online are those unaona pole imewekwa katikati ya two buildings alafu mtu anatembea hapo hivyo. Ini career.
You guys would bungee jump, like seriously.
People are making money out of this. I would bungee jump.
You know, there's a very famous ad. I don't know if it's by EABL talking about responsible drinking. How like when you die today, tomorrow your friends replace you.
Yes.
So when you take these pictures, Mato's right. They do make the best aesthetic for like the picture frame. It looks so good when you jump and then the sun is here and then but like you're falling and you're gonna like land on your neck. It doesn't make any sense. You're not renegade.
Yes.
You know, where's the Rambo?
Jua tu, we fikiria tu hivi.
So be careful. As you take these pictures, Mato's right. You know, we have to be very careful. For those likes, there are a lot of risks you have to take, but you have to understand that once you die, this life, they say, we only have one.
Yep. Right.
You know, so take them, but be very careful. You know, Cindy can only tell her children to be careful, Mato and myself, but there are a lot of people doing a lot of things to sacrifice their lives for that clout chasing and everything in between. You have to be very safe. But please, by all means, we want to see those beautiful pictures. If it risks your life, well, if you die tomorrow, day after that, someone else is going to give us a prettier picture. So what do you want to do? Be careful and stay safe. Social media, isiwadanganye tafadhali. But I want to hear what you have to see. Mama yako, Mato, tell them. At the Trend Live, the hashtag is TTTT. I want to hear your thoughts on every single story. We're going to be back right after this short break. Get back and we talk about Jen Mugo. Hoo-ha! Wah! Whoosha!
Like every mom, you want the best for your child.
Happy birthday.
You feed her mind and nurture her body. And you understand there are times you have to let her pick herself up when she falls. You make sure she knows the joy of sharing happy moments with family. And when everything comes together, you above all others will share the taste of success with her. Blue Band tastes like mama's love.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Fashion design is my dream.
Change your story, dream full steam. Yeah. For a brighter path, gotta get to class.
Stop! Got to change my tissue.
No more tissue issue. It can be jammy, leaky, smelly.
Change your story, not your tissue. With always 3-in-1. Get triple protection. 1 locks leaks, 2 locks germs, 3 locks odor, 3-in-1 protection. No more tissue, dream full steam. From hallway to runway, my future, my glory.
Let's all change our story.
With always 3-in-1 protection, available in day and night range.
Juzi tu nilishikwa na polisi nikiwa nimebeba abiria wawili na pikipiki moja. Akaniuliza, kijana, mbona unabeba abiria wawili na pikipiki moja? Pikipiki inafaa ibebe abiria mmoja. Nikamwambia, afande, nimebeba tu abiria mmoja. Akaniuliza, kijana, na huyo mwingine? Nikamwambia, afande, huyo mwingine ni conductor.
It's Valentine's, and as is custom, love is blossoming at the heart of GMC. GMC Place Kitengela, be your choice to bloom in love. Call us today on 0701 560 560.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap.
with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and new Geisha Moringa.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
Pants is just for me. It really feels very comfy.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies. You should also try Molfix.
Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance.
And welcome back to TT. Cindy, Daddy Mato, do we have some comments?
Yes, we do.
Let me start with Cindy, yes.
Yes, we do, James at Korea Kunguan says, Amina, you look tired tonight.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, even though we do this as a job, the whole week I've been planning my dad's memorial. It's been 1 year since my father passed away. And so I have not been getting enough rest. We were way too close, but you know, you still have to come to work. So it's life. So I'm so sorry if I look tired. I had a long week. I'm sorry. I'm trying though. I'm trying. I'm trying. Hugs. Any other comment, Daddy Mato?
Yes, we have here one just has Anne saying, imagine mkifanya makosa, then teacher is like, niletee boduki yangu hapo class 6.
That's true.
Kama venye ulikuwa unaitishwa kiboko.
They used to do that though. They're like, kikwapi ile black mamba. Wow. You know, I was called black mamba. Everyone knew. Yeah. Was I Chapwad? Cindy, what are you talking about?
You look like you went to like
Cindy, I know.
BR. See, we had this conversation.
It's
Cindy,
just, we did.
Amina na mimi tulienda shule za Isiolo. Huko viboko zilikuwa zinatolewa.
Tell them, Mato. Tell them.
Presidential
schools.
Zinatolewa kwa acacia trees.
I don't know what it is that people think that I grew up in a very different, you know, environment.
I mean, I saw this accent of yours.
Ini ya capital, ma'am. Nakwambia ni capital.
Capital.
Kutafuta mkate Nairobi imenifikisha mahali mingi sana.
You get it London House by the time you reach the 19th floor, umeipata.
Nakwambia, I wake up at like 2 o'clock. I used to wake up at like 3 a.m. and then I'm like, I put 4 hours.
Yeah.
After everything.
Hi.
Good morning. Like,
do you like my
Marg. Morning. Good morning.
Jane Murger.
Nilikuwa nasema tonight on TT. Niwacheni. Now listen, is our most highly trained detective being undermined by Kenyans? Let me tell you, KOT by they can make you question yourself.
Yes.
All right. Now, this one is for you to find out. This week, Kenyans were mocking private detective Jane Mugo for not doing the taekwondo styles up to precision. I think as, you know...
A black belt.
They look like a...
It's
okay. No, I think... Sense. As no, let me just say, as a person who doesn't want... No, but you see, as a detective, you don't want cameras around you, right? Like, it is in the interest of your occupation. Sorry, when you scale capital, like, get occupied. And you know, but like it's, you know, your occupation shouldn't be advertised. You want many people. You don't want many people to know what it is that you do for a living. In this story, it was very different. And coming from the BBC, a lot of people had their opinions. I just don't know why they had to troll Sharon Mashira. But it was a very different piece.
I think they trolled her because, you know, the buck stops with someone. When you go and you pitch an idea to your editor and the editor says this is good. When you're shooting, you know, all of us have been in occasions where we're behind the cameras as producers, ADs, whatever the case might be. There are things you see, you're like, that's a bit strange, but you do not put it. So the moment when she's like, show me some moves, and she says, yeah, my taekwondo skills. Shra. Then she makes funny noises, and then she gives this whole dragon face. Rah. Then she kicks. Wah, 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 wah.
Falls to the ground.
I'm sorry. It's very difficult to take somebody seriously. Taekwondo is an art of discipline. And one of the ways that they impact discipline is physical fitness. So, you know, to take the name that you have, you know Taekwondo, and then you pull those moves, it's comical, especially at the level of BBC that people take very reputable, and they expect a certain level of scrutiny. Now, I am all for the social media craze. We talked about it earlier on. The more likes, the more fame. Probably this has made her a more famous detective. People are like, oh, women, you should support your own. We do. But even as we support our own, can we also have some certain standards and say, this is mediocre, and this is just not cutting it.
Okay, so
it's just not at the same caliber as people who you say are across the world. It is okay to say it, and it is okay to cut feelings.
So, you know, they did say that they were taking a different direction. Shadow Mashira, in different interviews, did express that, you know, they wanted to sort of like approach stories in a very different way.
But give it credibility, because you see...
Cindy.
Even you,
they wanted it
Mato,
to be
you're a
more
filmmaker, isn't it?
Yes.
The one thing in film is called verisimilitude, isn't it? Verisimilitude. I forget the word. It is the believability of it. So if it is not believable and people make fun of it, you do not have a right to say, yo, you people are haters, you're not supporting women. No. We support your work. We think you're an amazing person. We think, by the way, there is a place for Jen Mugo in this society. But when it is put in a way that is comical, we have to criticize. And when we criticize, it is constructive for you to improve. It is not for you to keep dishing us these mediocre things and shoving down our throats and then take it because we are Kenyans. Sorry, Mato.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
That one again.
Mato.
What
and
makes you
go? Hey, oh my God, Jack.
What makes anyone believe that what was presented there is not the Kenyan truth? Even in your kitu wa Kenya,
you think that's taekwondo?
No. I'm not saying that's taekwondo, but I am saying that is the Kenyan truth. That is how she does it, and that is her.
She whips people.
She
pours water on them and whips them.
Ngoja niseme. Because hatutaki kukubali, lakini sisi kama Wakenya tuko shady. Nikitumia hiyo word. Kwa sababu ukiona wale watu, there are some people who back in her home in Kirinyaga, they really celebrate her because they see her as a hero. Nairobi watu wamezoea kuona series kutoka America, unaona venye imepangwa nini.
She's a hero for fighting crime. But that is not the way to do it. When you're busy pulling people's noses, when you're whipping people in the form of
glamour. That's how she does it.
It's theatrics.
It's theatrics. Okay, so there
in a profession that should be taken very seriously, by the way.
Okay, so
and
here's my thing.
Have you
here's
seen?
My thing. To be honest, I wish that there was a balance. I wish there was Jane, and then there was another detective who takes their work very seriously, which I'm so sure are very many in this country. And you know, there were so many tweets I used to see when, you know, when people are saying, Aki manze, unezaje kupatia South Africa, ama Nigeria, this kind of ammunition, you know, we are at war on social media.
Kama hivyo ndivyo yeye ufanya. Kama hivyo ndivyo
hiyo ni sawa, lakini watu wengi cannot understand.
You do not put it on a public platform and allow somebody to say that they're the best when this is what they're offering. I love what Amina has said.
Yeah, a balance.
Give a comparison. Make it objective and say, this is how it is done here, this is how it is done here.
Or this is how different detectives sort of like go about their work. So then you have Jane, who whips her, like, you know, her employees when they're serving themselves. And then you have someone else who's like a proper 007 who's just very underground, very secretive. You know what I mean? Like, to give different views from different detectives and how they approach their clients, how they work. Okay, sawa.
You, Mato, you think it was okay?
Because this is like we have Makmende that was coined from Make My Day, yes? Which is Kenyan's own, if I call it shady again, shady way of handling.
But Mato, nobody expected that whole situation about Makmende to be serious. I feel like you're not understanding.
Is a fictional character.
Kama
it's supposed to be.
Hivyo ndivyo yeye aligrow akijua hivi ndivyo ufanywa na hivyo ndivyo alionyeshwa.
Okay.
Na na glamour yake hapo ndipo imemfikisha.
All right, so here's
Let
what
the
we're
lady
going to
prosper.
do. Let's not be hateful. How about we be objective? Okay,
Yes.
so at the Trend Live is our handle on Twitter. The hashtag is TTTT. We get back, we read a number of comments about Jane Mugo, about the whole piece and what you thought about it. But I will say this. I think, you know, we just need to be very kind and very understanding when it comes to spewing hate and vitriol towards people online. You have to understand that there's a human being on the other side of the line who's going to read those comments. And whether it's Cindy, Mato, myself, or Sharon Mashira, as she covered this story, she covered someone else's story. So if you have a problem, I think you have a problem with the person who's being covered and not really per se the journalist. And if you do, make it constructive. It doesn't have to be hateful. Goodness gracious. But it's all right. If you're going to spew hate, just send it through. Make sure that you tag somebody. The hashtag, like I said, is TTTT. We have to pay some bills. We get back with more stories. I understand there's a lot to talk about. Man caught stealing clothes in an estate, jealous of Boda Boda raider, and a whole lot of other stories that trended this week. All of them happening right here on the show. Don't go anywhere. We're about to get back.
Dial *544*0# to unlock your Safaricom data deal of the day on Kenya's fastest 4G network, Popote. Let's go beyond. Twende tukiuke.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa. Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi, guy, what the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
He has lived in the US for over 40 years.
He has experienced the good and the bad of this country, but he has never seen anything like this.
Now they blocked us. This is what's happening. This is what would have taken us to DC.
Yes, I'm talking about Ken Agwa, a Kenyan with many skills, from producing promotional and branding materials to videography and photography.
My clients is everybody.
This Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on NTV.
Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Admission for January, February and May intakes is ongoing. Apply now. SMS your details to the numbers on your screen. Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Growing reputation.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Do you think this is a girl? No! Let them know! Let them know irritation! Let them know! Let them know irritation! We need a revolution! For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Do you think this is a girl? No! Let them know! Let them know irritation! Let them know! Let them know irritation! We need a revolution! For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
Invention from Molfix just for your baby. Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
This is NTV.
Tonight, Philomena Mwilu benched. High Court Judge bars acting Chief Justice from serving as Deputy CJ and on the Judicial Service Commission. But questions abound over the legitimacy of the order. Also tonight, another page in the unfolding KEMSA heist. The authority rejected cheaper bids, which would have saved you, the taxpayer, a lot of money.
1.63 billion, not million, billion would have been saved, and that's just one item.
I've been asked to talk about the negotiation, and I basically said
That's my fight, that's my fight.
Plus, the repeated presidential order.
All political gatherings and rallies are suspended for a period of 60 days.
The Inspector General of Police shall ensure that his officers spare no muheshimiwa.
The response?
I also don't believe that public gatherings have been completely blocked, because even now this is a public gathering. Because even in a matatu is a gathering, isn't it?
The reality on the ground. Impunity under the watch of the lawmakers and enforcers. And the president has landed on the mountain. President realizes he cannot take MCA's demands on cars for granted.
Recognize the immense benefits the BBI portends.
The uphill climb in Mount Kenya.
So there was no succession politics.
Eldoret Technical Training Institute (ETTI) is a student-centered institution committed to offering innovative and high-quality technical training. Join us today and pursue your career at higher diploma, and certificate level in the following programs: engineering, building and construction, business administration and commerce, agriculture and animal health, tourism and hospitality management, education, social studies, information communication technology, accounting, banking and finance, medical and health sciences, journalism and mass communication. Admission for January, February and May intakes is ongoing. Apply now. SMS your details to the numbers on your screen. Those with previous letters of admission to report. Eldoret Technical Training Institute, growing reputation.
Geisha coconut milk and honey, enriched with coconut milk for soft and moisturized skin.
Be strong and last long.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, and wash white clothes, towels, and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance.
And welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. We have some of your tweets coming in right now at The Trend Live is our handle on Twitter. Follow and then, of course, share your comments. Mato, what are people saying?
One, I have, I support Daddy Mato. Watu wamezoeshwa vitu za Hollywood. It's her way and it works juu akona clients wake. And then we have here at... Ni Eman James saying, Jane is a determined woman who has carved her niche in private security industry, and progress-loving Kenyans should celebrate her. Those discrediting her may have either failed in their venture or have no understanding of what she does, or both. Alafu ya mwisho hapa hivi, mtu anasema, lakini Daddy Mato hukusikia wakisema ni wa Uganda, usipeane amo ukitry kumtetea na ni wetu, tumkubali. Yani wewe tunakuaga hivyo. Tujikubali. Tunakuaga hivyo. I mean, nganga like unaona nganga vile
hapo. You see the similarity between Pastor Nganga and Jane?
Same WhatsApp group like this.
It is us. It is Kenyans.
Here's my thing though, but Kenyans do love being entertained, right?
That's
why a lot of personalities have to use clout, have to use publicity stunts to get their attention. Yeah.
Kenyans like being entertained, but when they're criticized, they like calling upon the name of God and saying, it doesn't matter what you say, God will bless me. Yes, God will bless me, but God is also a God of order. God is also a God of structure. So do not come here with mediocrity and then say God is going to bless me.
This is my thing.
Because I'm wondering which God is this we are serving. We just like calling upon the name of anything small. Mungu atani bless. Corruption. Mungu atani bless. You're sitting in court. Mungu atani bless. Surely. God is tired. He's giving that look of which God
he is. I'm so sure God's just looking down like, why are you crediting me for that?
Why do you keep calling me? Like I'm not part of that business.
To do with that situation, okay? All right, so now do keep on sending in your tweets. Now, as we talk about this next story, the evolving times have seen practitioners of the world's oldest profession change tact to retain their client base. Now, this is all in a move that has put the country's moral fiber to the test. While it is still common to see commercial sex workers braving the cold nights to solicit clients on the streets, some have taken their business to the suburbs. I don't know if you guys have seen them in any...
Amina, you're the one here who lives in the suburbs.
Have you seen anything? I saw it coming.
How safely can we talk about this story? You know, it's not yet past 10. To quote a shed bundle.
But to just try. Oh, but no, but you know, it's so weird, right? Like for over the past few years, the timings, like it used to be like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning when I'd finished the trend.
Yes.
And I'm driving through town and I'd see, you know, the ladies, you know, doing their thing.
Yeah.
Now at 6, 7.
Oh, yes.
You just see them. And this is way before curfew, so it's not like a curfew issue. It was just like they just started earlier. I don't know what happened. As I direct this question to Mato, I know you have absolutely no idea. Listen, I needed to pick one of the two.
It's okay, it's okay. Evolving times, people evolving with the times. I mean, it is the oldest profession.
Yes.
We could try and take the moral high ground and say what we want to say, but moral it is happening. Let us be amoral and say Nairobi. Okay? And then
is this another song I don't know?
It is. You don't know that one?
No.
But
Cindy, stop. You don't know Nairobi?
You
cannot do this show anymore.
Yes.
Even the show's over because of that.
With this profession.
Real quick, Mato. Apparently we're out of time.
Watu lazima wakule. You have to evolve with the time. Social media ndio imekuja ikapea watu avenues ya kujimarket vingine. Apparently that is how
watu wauze liquid soap. Kuna mambo kujimarket na watoto wanaenda shule in the morning wanachukuliwa bus 5 am na ndio unaona ati unataka pesa ya fare. Pana make liquid soap. Do shaggy mat, do something.
Kila mtu na nguvu zake, Kuna mtu ana nguvu zaidi ya kufanya vitu vingine. Yeah. Hatu condone, lakini pia tunasema wacha watu wafanye.
Wafanye nini? Wafanye nini Mato?
Do you?
Ati
you do you guys?
Who is being
do
done?
You guys?
Mato,
do it safely though.
Wants to know
do it safely. Before Corona, there was a whole other pandemic. In fact, it's still there. We just don't talk about it. But, you know, please be safe. That's just all I'll say. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you so much, Zeddy Mato. Catch you guys next week, hopefully, right here on TTT. At 10 p.m., we have a fantastic show lineup for you. Please do tune in right here on NTV. My name is Amina Abdi Rabah. Right now, we've got the news coming up for you. And then after that, it's just going to be hours and hours of entertainment. Thank you so much for watching. You guys want to wave or like, because we don't have time.
We don't even have time to wave.
You can say something, okay, Mato, real quick. No? Oh, look. We're being silenced by the music.
We're fading away.
Hawa ni wa Jones family last week. Hawa ni hao this week. Kwani kuliendaje? Wa Jones family wali get maximum entertainment for less. Na sahi wako closer than close. Upgrade to Go TV Max for just 890 shillings leo. Go TV. Love it.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Selena! Don't get puzzled. She's my twin. I shine your toilet. And I bathroom. So, is your bathroom clean? Yes! Presenting the new Harpic Bathroom Cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue for the toilet. And red for the bathroom. Harpic Bathroom and Toilet Cleaner. Cleans and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses.
New Year resolutions? Didn't you say the very same things last year?
A bit of pressure on how to unlock the new year 2021? Select a plot of value-added land within Garden of Joy gated community off Koma Kennel Road, Machakos. Now kwamue January na 21K with Optiven. Call us now on 0790 300 300. Optiven Limited. Experience the difference.
Once you start as a small businessman, just be confident of what you're doing, then think bigger. My name's David Kyoko Kileu. I was the first person to bring mafuta in Kalongo market, so they nicknamed me Kuwait. I started thinking about hardware. Then I had some challenges on carrying materials. Now and then I supply schools. Once you have no truck, then you're out of job. A few years back, the rolling rolled over the mountains. Whew, I could not sleep the whole night. I could not think that I'll be back again. But with the UAP, I was repaid back. And I went for a bigger truck. And that is why I said, now think bigger. I have a lot of confidence with the UAP insurance company. Once they insure your property, be assured that in case of anything, you will be repaid.
I have to admit, I didn't like Sukuma Wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make Sukuma Wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
More, please!
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, and wash white clothes, towels, and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
Our mega 50% off discount is extended till January 31st at Istiqbal. We offer quality, luxurious, Turkish-designed home furniture. Come and enjoy our limitless range of sofas, dining, beds, and mattresses, all tailored to meet your unique family taste. We bring the spark to your everyday space. Visit our Mombasa Road showroom at Panasar Center opposite Airtel and our flagship branch in Nakuru, Westside Mall. Don't miss out.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
This is NTV.
A good evening to you. The weekend is here and so is NTV Weekend Edition. Here is what we have lined up.
Tonight, Philomena Mwilu benched. High Court Judge bars acting Chief Justice from serving as Deputy CJ and on the Judicial Service Commission. But questions abound over the legitimacy of the order. Also tonight, another page in the unfolding KEMSA heist. The authority rejected cheaper bids, which would have saved you, the taxpayer, a lot of money.
1.63 billion, not million, billion would have been saved, and that's just one item.
I've been asked to talk about the negotiation, and I basically said, that's my price, that's my price.
Plus, the repeated presidential order.
All political gatherings and rallies are suspended for a period of 60 days. The Inspector General of Police shall ensure that his officers spare no muheshimiwa.
The response?
I also don't believe that public gatherings have been completely blocked, because even now this is a public gathering. Because even in a matatu is a gathering, isn't it?
The reality on the ground. Impunity under the watch of the lawmakers and enforcers. And the president has landed on the mountain. President realizes he cannot take MCA's demands on cars for granted.
Recognize the immense benefits the BBI portends.
The uphill climb in Mount Kenya.
So there was no succession politics.
This is Weekend Edition with Olive Burrows.
In case we haven't been formally introduced, my name is Olive Burrows, and with me tonight is none other than Flora Atieno, who's serving as our sign language interpreter. Kenya has no Chief Justice, or even an acting one for that matter, as the High Court in Meru has temporarily barred Philomena Mwilu from holding from holding her substantive office alongside a few others. Justice Patrick Jeremy Otieno ordered that a conservatory order is issued against Philomena Mwilu, restraining her continued occupation of the offices of a Deputy Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, Judge of the Supreme Court of Kenya, and member of the Judicial Service Commission, not forgetting Ombudsman of the Judiciary, pending the hearing and determination of the application. Now, the court has set the hearing for the 12th of February, and the petition has been filed by the Nairobi-based lawyer Isaiah Mbiti Mwongela. The move to bar Mwilu from sitting at the JSC stops her from participating in the process of picking the next Chief Justice. Further, the operations of the Supreme Court stand crippled because with Mwilu's absence and former CJ David Maraga out, the highest court lacks quorum. This move has elicited a lot of criticism, cynicism and politicization over the motive and procedural standing of the order. Let's sample some responses to the same. And the president of the Law Society of Kenya, Nelson Havi, says, and I quote him verbatim, a judge cannot issue an injunction restraining another judge from acting. Besides, Justice Mrima dismissed a similar case. Only two explanations for this. He says Deep State has a lot of dirt on Justice P.J. Otieno and has banked a post-dated check given to it, or the order is a fraud. Let's hear what Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi has to say. He is a constitutional lawyer and senior counsel, and he says judicial orders must always be respected and given full faith and credit. But the order by Justice Otieno removing the acting CJ from office is ex facie evidence of gross misconduct and a willful premeditated act of judicial skullduggery and rather on the part of Justice Otieno. Mutula Kilonzo Jr., who is a senator serving for Makueni County, says, and he says, let me just make quick reference to what he says. He says the order is issued ignorance of the law per incuriam, and kangaroo courts have some sense of law. Another tweet by Matthew Nyabena. He is the chair of the LSK Coast branch, and he says the order issued by Honorable P.J. Otieno is a coup against the Constitution. We have clear provisions on how to suspend a sitting judge. Making drastic orders ex parte casts doubt as to the motives of Judge Otieno. Does he have pending complaints himself? If yes, he should declare. Some strong sentiments expressed there, especially calling the integrity of that judge, the judge who issued the order, that is P.J. Otieno, into question. What do you make of the order? Our handle is at NTV Kenya. Mine is at O Burrows on Twitter. Now, to matters politics now, and or rather, more politics for some may say that. President Uhuru Kenyatta has set out on a mission to reclaim his fleeting glory in the Mount Kenya region. During the first day of his 4-day working tour in the area, the president met members of county assemblies from 10 counties, making up the Gema communities. The president drummed up support for the BBI in the region and also yielded to certain demands laid out by the members of the county assemblies. Melita Oletenges was present and has filed this report.
The Sagana meeting convened by the president as he starts his 4-day walking tour of the Mount Kenya region brought together 500 MCAs earlier today. The president rallied the MCAs to support the Building Bridges report, arguing that the contents of the report will strengthen devolution, including disseminating ward funds for development.
We had a chance to be taken through it. We had a chance to be explained to it exactly what it means, and more specifically, because we are having a conversation for the Mount Kenya region, what it means for us, the Mount Kenya region people.
The meeting, however, got heated when MCAs chanted their demands, specifically calling for a consideration of car grants, cutting short the BBI training. But the president yielded to their demands, saying their woes will be addressed. The issue of disbursement of resources in regards to one man, one vote, one shilling was also discussed.
To recognize the immense benefits the BBI portends for devolution, including increasing the revenue allocation to counties from 15% to 35%.
Sisi wengi wetu wamekuwa kama puda. Sisi tunafanyia wengine kazi, wanalia migogo yetu. Kwa sababu unapata ya sisi ndio tunapata pesa zile nyingi, lakini zikija kugawa unapata hatuna.
The president also sought to stamp his political authority, saying that he would make his stand in regards to succession politics when that time comes, and that he will continue championing for the interests of the Gema community, even when he retires. He also hit out at his deputy William Ruto and those opposed to the BBI, adding that the youth in the region are being used to cause chaos, yet other parts of the country are calm.
He tried as much as possible to avoid succession politics. He was clear that he is going to vacate when the time comes, and he has no interest of coming back. So there was no succession politics.
As President Uhuru Kenyatta asserts his authority in central Kenya, he has said that by the time his visit comes to a close, he will have expressed his innermost sentiments to the people of the Mount Kenya region. Melita Oletenges, NTV.
Two more revelations coming out of the Kenya Medical Supplies Agency debacle, and tonight NTV reveals how the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, KEMSA, as I said, turned down cheaper bids to buy personal protective equipment from a certain firm, instead opting to purchase the same items at double the price from enterprises, which turned out to be part of the infamous COVID-19 millionaires. NTV's Seth Olale also reports that a parliamentary committee investigating the 7.8 billion shilling KEMSA procurement heist noted that more than 1.6 billion shillings, that's right, could have been saved by the state agency had it opted for the cheaper bids.
Okay.
Where is the result of the sample test?
Documents tabled before the National Assembly's Public Investment Committee have revealed how the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, KEMSA, allegedly rejected an offer from Northlink Limited Company's personal protective equipment priced at 4,500 shillings per unit, instead opting for the 9,000 shillings per unit alternative from other suppliers. The managing director of Northlink Limited, Ahmed Takoi, told the parliamentary watchdog that he was ready to procure the PPEs from China in April 2020 and supply KEMSA at the price of 4,500 shillings, but an official from the agency wanted the quotation inflated to double the price, a move he rejected.
This letter is dated 27th May.
In his letter of intent to KEMSA, dated April 14, 2020, Ahmed also indicated his willingness to supply 3-ply surgical masks at 90 shillings each and KN95 at 900 shillings apiece. He, however, only received a tender to supply the state agency 1.5 million pieces of 3-ply face masks, totaling to 135 million shillings.
I find it a bit strange when I have already offered my price, and after I have supplied, I'm being asked to talk about the negotiation. And I basically said, that's my price, that's my price.
According to the chairman of the National Assembly's Public Investment Committee, Abdul Swamad Nasir, if KEMSA would have accepted offers to buy personal protective equipment at 4,500 other than 9,000 shillings, it would have saved taxpayers 1.6 billion shillings.
I'm aware as well other government entities, including the ad hoc amorphous body that had been formed by the President, the Kenya COVID Fund, were able to buy these items way less.
A forensic audit by the Office of the Auditor General, tabled in Parliament in October last year, found that KEMSA officials had also rejected a discount from a firm known as Glad Lab Supplies Limited to procure face masks at 3,183 shillings, but instead chose to pay 4,500 shillings a pack for the same item to another supplier. Numerous revelations have implicated suspended KEMSA CEO Jonah Manjari alongside Commercial Director Eliud Muridhi and his procurement counterpart Charles Juma as being behind the procurement irregularities at the state agency, leading to the loss of billions of shillings. Seth Olale, NTV.
It's approaching a time when, to borrow a line from a popular song, the voter will be asking, "What have you done for me lately?" As they contemplate a vote, President Uhuru Kenyatta finds himself increasingly isolated as his deputy, William Ruto, and his brother, Raila Odinga, distance themselves from the failures of his government. Still, President Kenyatta insists he's still firmly in charge of government, even as he admits that 2 billion shillings are looted daily from government coffers. So, who's fooling who?
Who's fooling who? Are you fooling me? Or am I fooling you?
Who indeed is fooling who? A deputy president washing his hands of the failures of a government of which he was a part for almost 8 years now.
Instead of 5 stadiums, we actually went for 9, just to make it good and to make it better.
Or a former prime minister who, after abdicating the role of opposition leader for the better part of the last 3 years, suddenly remembers its unfulfilled campaign promises.
He made a choice. He made his bed in March 2018. He needs to sleep in that bed. Once you join the government, you must share in its success and failure.
The running joke was that Raila Odinga could unearth a scandal so deeply buried that if he told you your father wasn't your father, you'd do well to believe him.
Maana yake walikuwa wameiba zaidi ya shilingi bilioni 1. Mimi nimesema kama anasema nimesema muongo, wanipeleka kotini.
Now the province of Nitoboe Nisitoboe has shifted to the son of Sugoi.
The people who stole in KEMSA are known, and majority of them are the people who are supposed to be in the opposition.
But the man who labeled Ruto the high priest of corruption has changed tact, from stifling any and all criticism of the Jubilee government post his March 9, 2018 handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Watoto wako kwa darasa ya 8 hajaona laptop. Sasa walisema ati wanajenga mastadium kila county, maana hiyo stadium walisema watazalisha kazi milioni 1 kila mwaka. Kila mwaka kazi ya kisasa. Hiyo kazi umeona?
Raila is a brilliant political animal. He realizes that Jubilee is now getting unpopular because of the economic situation the country is experiencing now, the economic downturn. So he is trying to distance himself from our government, which he has been party to for the last 3 years.
Mimi sijaingia kwa Jubilee. Mimi ni kiongozi wa chama cha ODM.
Honorable Raila Odinga has all the state resources to his disposal, and that's a fact. You just need to look at his rallies and you'll see police chase cars.
I saw him the other day launching some drenching in Kisumu. That's a government project. He's about to be opposition leader. It was a launching government project.
But as the Bible tells us, when you point a finger at another's faults, remember that 4 others are pointing back at you.
Because it's not enough to tell me I'm poor. What are you going to do to remove my poverty? That question, they are not answering it.
And the man at the center of it all.
Musione simba amenyeshewa, mufikirie ni paka. I am in charge of this government and I am in control of what we are doing. Niwakumbushe hata kama anaenda bado wako na siku kadhaa ya kuguruma kama simba.
If you were in control, you wouldn't say any of those things because they would be unnecessary.
Maybe Kenyans don't know what 2 billion is, but 1 billion is 1,000 millions.
So, who's fooling who?
Are you fooling me? Or am I fooling you?
That musical note, we take a break. We'll be back before you know it.
Welcome to our new office. Wonderful sight. Just imagine 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where the parking is. And then the warehouse front door here. The reception here. And the fridges here. The lorry's entrance there. And their exit there. One way only. What is it?
So where is the building?
Fast, stress-free construction. Get your factory-made buildings in 10 weeks with SafeBuild. Order yours now. SafeBuild, a quality building solution from MRM.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Sasa babe, New Year resolutions? Didn't you say the very same things last year?
A bit of pressure on how to unlock the new year 2021? Select a plot of value-added land within Garden of Joy gated community off Koma Kennel Road, Machakos. Now kuamue January na 21K with Optiven. Call us now on 0790 300 300. Optiven Limited. Experience the difference.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, and wash white clothes, towels, and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
new Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
He has lived in the US for over 40 years. He has experienced the good and the bad of this country, but he has never seen anything like this.
Now they blocked us. This is what's happening. This is what would have taken us to DC.
Yes, I'm talking about Ken Agwa, a Kenyan with many skills, from producing promotional and branding materials to videography and photography.
My clients is everybody.
This Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on NTV.
Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Admission for January, February and May intakes is ongoing. Apply now. SMS your details to the numbers on your screen. Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Growing reputation.
Thank you for staying with us on NTV Weekend Edition. Now to security matters now. And Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i is expected to appear before the Parliamentary Committee on Administration and National Security over the growing concerns of human rights violations in the ongoing operation in Tiati, Baringo County. The government insists that it is conducting targeted attacks on armed criminals in the area based on intelligence reports, and that no civilian is being harassed. NTV's Bridget Ngana now reports on the back and forth between the government and human rights organizations.
4 days since Kapedo and Tiati were declared a disturbed zone and a dusk to dawn curfew instituted, the government now admits that it has been fighting criminal elements in pastoralist communities that it has protected and even trained over time.
We have also recruited and armed police reservists from within the said communities to support the police in cases of impromptu attacks. To our surprise, some of these pastoral communities have turned against the very police officers that are meant to protect them.
Claims of human rights violations continue to dot the ongoing security sweep as the area remains cut off from access and communication. According to the Bishop of Eldoret, killings are going on in Kapedo indiscriminately.
And now they are saying that even sometimes when they see young people just passing by, they shoot at them, they kill them, without verifying whether they are bandits or not. So that is something which really is of great concern.
Early operations have yielded recovery of 35 firearms and arrest of 7 criminals. The National Police Service wishes to put the financiers of cattle rustling on notice that their days are numbered.
Now the Departmental Committee on Administration and National Security says the Interior Cabinet Secretary has to provide answers on what exactly is happening in the operation zone.
We really want to know what they are doing and what actions they are taking. And also with Reverend Kobia from National Cohesion. It is very important.
Emadao Tebakol, the slain GSU Deputy Director of Operations, will be laid to rest this Saturday in Teso South, Busia County. His death in Ameyan 3 weeks ago while on a scouting mission set the stage of the ongoing security operation. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.
The president suspended political gatherings and said that if they have to be, they should be done in town halls with a maximum attendance of 1/3 of its capacity. He even went on to order the Inspector General of Police to crack down on the lawbreakers irrespective of their political or social status. The law is very clear and the disregard of the same is even clearer. The police have, however, not obeyed the presidential order, even as it was reiterated, and from the sound of it, they're not going to follow it. The pandemic is still with us, but it appears that for politicians, the votes are more important than the lives of the voters. Anita Nkonge reports on what appears to be less of a presidential order and more of a presidential proposal.
Wear a mask, avoid public gatherings, and maintain social distancing continues to be the order of the day. However, it would seem that political rallies are an exception to this rule, despite the president's constant reiteration that public gatherings are to be avoided to help curb the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Inspector General of Police shall ensure that his officers spare no muheshimiwa, no individual, irregardless of social status or rank, who is either out after curfew without being an essential worker, or who flaunts the health protocols that have been set out. The rules are for all of us, and rank or status does not exempt. All political gatherings and rallies are suspended for a period of 60 days, and this to take effect immediately. And anyone wishing to hold such meetings should do so in town halls, and in doing so, must observe all COVID protocols.
More recently, on January 2nd, the president ordered that all forms of public events and gatherings that may act as super spreader events for COVID-19, including political and roadside gatherings or meetings, are to remain suspended for the next 60 days. Funerals, burials, and weddings being the exception to the rule.
I also don't believe that public gatherings have been completely blocked. We expect responsible people to carry out their meetings or public gatherings. Because even a matatu is a gathering, isn't it? So what we call for is individual responsibility, not sitting at the back of each and every person with a cane. I don't think it is fair for us. And we cannot be a country that policemen have to sit on your back. We must be responsible as a community. We are still making arrests quite often. And we don't want to stiff on people. Our economy must run.
The president has on several occasions directed the Inspector General and National Police Service to enforce these rules. But the police have their own interpretation of the order. As the masses assemble for the political gatherings at the invitation of politicians, they add their weight to the leaders' drive in trampling the rule of law underfoot. What is also concerning is that the police are lowering their guard and facilitating the breaching of the very law they're meant to be enforcing. All this is despite orders and directives by no less than the president. Anita Nkonge, NTV.
Creative piece to camera there, Anita Nkonge, as always, good stuff. Embu Governor Martin Wambora, who has been elected as the new chair of the Council of Governors, has called on fellow governors to keenly involve themselves in the Building Bridges Initiative exercise without allowing it to stop them from achieving the Council's objectives. This comes at a time that governors allied to Deputy President William Ruto were seemingly sidelined in today's election.
The new chairman.
After surviving several impeachment attempts, Embu Governor Martin Wambora will now complete his final term in office as the chairman of the Council of Governors. Wambora now takes over from Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, whose term has ended. Kisii Governor James Ongwae was elected the vice chairman, while Elgeyo Marakwet Governor Alex Tolgos is the new whip of the council.
My leadership style will be servant leadership. I'll be doing a lot of consultations with my colleagues, a lot of consultations with the three arms of government, a lot of consultation with the development partners. We cannot turn a blind eye on BBI process, which is a combination of views from the public on the designed constitutional amendments within the possibilities of a referendum later this year, most likely in June. This should, however, not deter us from achieving our objectives as a council.
This year's election is said to have been informed by a consensus among the governors to maintain the spirit of the historic handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga. The move saw governors allied to Deputy President William Ruto sidelined in the elections, and some chose to skip the exercise.
I served the Council of Governors at a time when devolution was under attack, especially on the issues of resources. The National Treasury has on several occasions failed to release funds to the county governments on time. As I hand over today, 26 counties are yet to receive their November allocation, and no county has received the December and January allocations.
Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru is now the chair of the Gender and Youth Committee, while Tana River Governor Dado Godhana was chosen to head the council's Security and Foreign Affairs Committee. First-time governors largely avoided the top seats in the council. It is seen as a move to build their brands for re-election. The new leadership will now be in charge of the Council of Governors for the next 2 years, even as resourcing of the counties and timely allocation of funds remain the biggest challenge. Vincent Odur, NTV, Nairobi.
That report by Vincent Odoro leads us up to our next break, where Dan Mwangi is waiting with the business news.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Tuko na successful bidder na tumjue.
Majina yangu ni Christine Jerry Goge kutoka Mudhidi. Niko na kijana yangu anaitwa Douglas Goge.
Nina bagani ya shini na unique ulibid nayo.
62.
62 peke yake.
Hii soko ni ya rahisi.
Uko na hiyo pesa?
Niko na hiyo pesa.
Leta hiyo pesa.
Ndio hizi.
Risiti yake ndio hii. Sasa bugua yake ndio hii. How low can you go? Unaweza enda chini mpaka wapi? Bid, bid, bid now. Tembelea tovuti howlow.auction ama paybill number 777892. Kwa account number weka bid yako ya shini na unique, kwa amount weka 20 pekee.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19. Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
NTV Business News in association with NCBA Bank.
Good evening and welcome to NTV Business. I'm Dan Mwangi. Now, Kenyans can now know which savings and credit cooperatives or SACCOs have received the regulatory green light to undertake deposit-taking business in the period ending December 31st, 2021. Through a notice published on Friday, the SACCO Societies Regulatory Authority, SASRA, has gazetted 175 SACCOs to undertake deposit-taking business over the period to December 31st, 2021, a slight increase from the 174 SACCOs which had been licensed for the period ending December 31st, 2020. The public is advised to familiarize itself with a list of gazetted SACCOs to avoid being taken advantage of by unscrupulous dealers in the market. Deposit-taking SACCOs hold 380.4 billion shillings worth of deposits. The net income of alcoholic beverages manufacturer East African Breweries Limited, that is EABL, declined by 47.4% in the 6 months ended December 2020 compared to the income reported a year earlier. The company's performance was hit by the adverse effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, which shaved off 1.4 billion shillings from the company's sales when compared to the 6 months ended December 2019. The business was also hit by the weakening of the shilling, which saw the cost of imports surge in the period under review. The company's performance was, however, resilient on the back of growth of sales in Tanzania and Uganda, even as Kenya reported a decline. EABL reported a net profit of 3.8 billion shillings in the 6 months ended December 2020. Despite the slump in the real estate sector, financial solutions provider County Pensions Fund is banking on a 5 billion shillings investment to boost its earnings and generate a return for pensioners, I should say. According to the fund CEO, Jose Akili, the 50-story G48 Ugatuzi Towers, whose construction is expected to begin in the second quarter of 2021, will provide a centralized office space for the various devolution stakeholders, including the Council of Governors, county satellite offices, and the County Assemblies Forum. The construction is also expected to provide offices for commissions and independent institutions who will come on board on a rent-to-own arrangement. The project, whose construction phase is expected to be completed in 24 months, is facing resistance from the County Government Workers' Union, which rushed to court to stop it, arguing that it was not consulted.
Various products that can grow this.
G48 will be the beginning of the understanding by our governments that they don't have to use cash taxation resources on putting up infrastructure which can better be put up by the private sector and the pension funds. So G48 is going to happen. That's been placed by our head of state, and the resources to do that is available. The returns are going to be good because we have done it jointly with our fund managers, who really have looked at critically at all avenues of earning income.
Now, Kenya's fish production has been on a general decline, with the total output standing at 142,000 tons in 2019, down from 160,000 tons in 2014. This decline has been attributed to a drop in catches from Lake Victoria and Lake Turkana. Many hope, however, that the growing uptake of fish farming by households can begin to reverse this trend and help meet dietary needs in the country, as Bridget Ngana reports on tonight's Food Friday.
It is mealtime and David Rohio scatters ground fingerlings to the fish in the algae-rich ponds at his farm. For more than a decade, Rohio, formerly a dairy farmer, has cultivated fish in ponds on his 2-acre plot in Daragwa, a semi-arid region in Nyandarua County. He says he fell in love with fish after a visit to Kisumu. By then, eating fish here was like a myth.
Na hapo ndio nilianza kuona kuna kitu ingine anaweza fanyika hapa. Baada ya kusema ng'ombe, kuku ambazo huwa Mkikuyu au Mkenya yote ambaye anafikiria ndio kazi. You know, we usually copy one another. So nikamuuliza tu na nikaona ile chakula naweka pale ilikuwa kidogo sana. And that is when I decided now to do fish farming.
Now he farms thousands of ornamental, tilapia and catfish, supplying the greater central region and even some parts of Nairobi, busting myths that fish is a delicacy exclusively enjoyed in the western part of the country and some major urban centers.
And people at town wameingia pande ya white meat. White meat ya samaki sana inapendwa kwa sababu au samaki kwa sababu haina mambo ya madawa. You know, like kwa kuku lazima ziwe na antibiotics namna hiyo, zinakuwa na a lot of chemicals, but on fish if you put any type of chemical lazima zitakufa sote.
According to the Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute, the fisheries and aquaculture sector contributes about 0.8% to the gross domestic product, providing direct employment opportunities to more than 500,000 people and supporting over 2 million people indirectly. But in recent years, the country has seen an influx of Chinese fish imports, something which this farmer attributes to the lack of support from relevant government bodies.
There are so many things which government can do concerning this farming. I have over 300 farmers. 100 of them, they are women groups ambao nimetrain, nimeenda na wao, tumefunda samaki zao, tumecrash kwa hii facility. Mchina ametoka China, amekuja hapa Kenya, pata kuna gap on fish na ameanza kuimport samaki ameleta hapa kwetu. Unaona, kuna shida ya chakula na lazima tukuze chakula mingi ambayo ina manufaa kwa mwanadamu.
Whenever a farmer goes into food production, they also have to consider wastage. But here, that is not in the mind of this farmer. In fact, he's had to think of ways of adding value to the fish by making sausages. And in this way, he's able to push the product longer and further into the market within this region. This farm is also a learning and resource point for those seeking to wade into aquaculture.
Kitu ambacho kimenifurahisha ni hizi pod. Unapata pod ni kidogo. Umeweza kufuga samaki mingi kama tuseme pod ya 10 by 10 unaweza fuga at least 2,000.
Currently, a person consumes 4.5 kilograms of fish per year, and this quantity is set to grow much higher with the development of aquaculture in the coming years. Bridget, Ghana, NTV, Food Friday.
That leaves you hungry, I must say. So I guess it's time for me to go and catch up with my meals. Thank you for joining us on Business. The week for business news is done, and so am I. Good night.
NTV Business News in association with NCBA Bank.
In over 60 years of dealing with numbers, we've learned that the numbers that matter the most to you are the ones that matter the most to us. NCBA Bank. Go for it. New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
From your first day at school to you captaining your soccer team, no matter how old you are, you'll always be my baby. That's why I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
Rely on Ramrod tanks for all your hygienic water storage solutions. Our affordable tanks are manufactured with the highest quality of virgin food-grade material. Our products are KEBS certified and come with a 10-year warranty. Call us to place an order or visit us at Ramrod Godowns, Bamburi Road, Athi River. Buy one and get free airtime. Ramrod tanks, standing the test of time.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa. Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi, guy, what the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Thank you for staying with us on NTV Weekend Edition. And tonight, we report that yet another school dorm has been razed to the ground in an inferno that broke out this morning. Bungoma High School is the latest institution to be destroyed by a fire. The incident brings to 7 the number of learning institutions to have lost property through fire in the county this week alone. Some parents are attributing the cause of unrest in Bungoma to new school heads, while others argue it's down to poor parenting. Rose Wangoi with that debate.
The fire incident reported early morning at Bungoma High School marks the continuation of a worrying trend of school fires. The inferno started when students were in class for preps. No student was hurt in the incident, but all their belongings, including mattresses, uniforms and books, were destroyed. Though the cause of the fire remains unknown, detectives believe it is a case of arson. The students, however, were not sent home by the school board of management. A wave of student unrest has seen a total of 7 schools razed down in Bungoma County alone within a span of 1 week. They include Chesamis High, Kimilil Boys, Davisi Boys, Hasoko Boys, Mbukembe Boys and Mbakalo Boys. Students at the schools went on rampage, destroying property and setting their dormitories ablaze. The cost of rebuilding these schools will be borne by parents, a financial burden that many cannot afford.
Unajua hii ni maumivu sana. Kama mimi mtoto wa kwanza ndiye nataka kwenda kufanya form 4 Chesamis. Juzi saa hii niko naye kwa boma na nililipa pesa. Naumia sana. Ukikuja hapa leo mtoto nimelipa pesa pia. Leo unapata tena atu wamechoma shule. Hao watoto shida ni nini?
The incidents have raised serious concern regarding the behavior of students, with some arguing that the acts are a matter of indiscipline caused by poor parenting.
Mimi kama mzazi naambia wazazi wenzangu, kama unajuanga tu mtoto wako sio mtoto mzuri, yenyewe asichanganye na watoto wengine waharibu mali ya shule. Sisi wazazi tuchitoe na tulete discipline kwa watoto yetu.
Wacha hawa watoto wakuwe guided and counseled. As teachers, let us regroup the children. Tuwasikize mmoja kwa mmoja. Utapata mtoto ana jambo ambalo linamtatiza na ungemsikiza hangefika mahali ambako hako. Anafika hapo kwa sababu hana mtu wa kuongea naye, hana mtu wa kumsikiza.
But guardians believe shifting blame to parents alone is dodging accountability and responsibility.
Hii jamaa anaitwa Makoha. My friend, social distance ilikushinda. Wewe unaongelanga tu kwa TV. Hakuna kitu enda kaa na walimu shule ujue makosa ya watoto ni nini na ujue walimu shida iko wapi. You advise. Lakini hii social distance unatembea social.
Some parents attributed the cause of unrest in Bungoma to new school heads who come with strict measures.
Walimu wenye wanakuja wakeni kwa shule. Ujue hii shule inakaaje? Wewe unakuja tu na change vitu asubuhi. Hata uchaongea na walimu, uchaongea na wasasi. Ongea na watoto ujue shida iko wapi ndio change kitu.
On Thursday, Education Minister George Magoha called for the reintroduction of corporal punishment to instill discipline. Rozongoi, NTV.
Do you agree with our parents' sentiments? The Twitter handle is at NTV Kenya. Mine is at Olive Burrows. Do share your thoughts. I'll be back with the sports news after this break.
Dial *544*0# to unlock your Safaricom data deal of the day on Kenya's fastest 4G network, Popote. Let's go beyond. Twende tukiuke.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
I trust Dettol to clean, protect, and keep you refreshed every day. I still can't believe how quickly you've grown. Dettol, tested effective against COVID-19.
Did you know at Ruiru Mabati Factory you can open an account and lipa pole pole at your convenience? Did you know at Ruiru Mabati Factory you can get customized sizes according to your roof plan to avoid wastage? Did you know Ruiru Mabati Factory offers free delivery countrywide within 72 hours? Call us now on 0111 050 700. Ruiru Mabati Factory, Mali Safi kwa bei poa.
At the first sign of pain, you need a solution that you can trust to provide effective relief and is gentle on the stomach. Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance. This has been Medifax for Panadol.
Sasa babe, New Year resolutions? Didn't you say the very same things last year?
A bit of pressure on how to unlock the new year 2021? Select a plot of value-added land within Garden of Joy gated community off Koma Kennel Road, Machakos. Now kuamue January na 21K with Optiven. Call us now on 0790 300 300. Optiven Limited. Experience the difference.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
He has lived in the US for over 40 years. He has experienced the good and the bad of this country, but he has never seen anything like this.
Now they blocked us. This is what's happening. This is what would have taken us to DC.
Yes, I'm talking about Ken Agwa, a Kenyan with many skills, from producing promotional and branding materials to videography and photography.
My clients is everybody.
This Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on NTV.
Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Admission for January, February and May intakes is ongoing. Apply now. SMS your details to the numbers on your screen. Eldoret Technical Training Institute. Growing reputation.
Time for the sports news now on NTV Weekend Edition. And Helen Obiri reclaimed her cross-country title, while Kibiwot Kandie maintained his at the Kenya Defence Forces cross-country championships held at the Moi Air Base in Nairobi. Obiri, who finished at 33 minutes and 25.1 seconds, had failed to defend her title last year owing to an injury. Her Laikipia Air Base teammate Joyce Chepkoech was second with 33 minutes and 32.6 seconds, while Thika's Sheila Chepkurui came in third with 33 minutes and 47 seconds. In the men's category, Kibiwot Kandie retained his KDF cross-country title, finishing at 29 minutes and 24.5 seconds at the same venue. Garrison's Collins Koros and Eric Kiptanui were second and third respectively with 29 minutes and 32.5 seconds and 29 minutes and 40.5 seconds respectively. 13 teams took part in the one-day championship, which will see the top 10 runners qualify for national cross-country next month. In the FKF Premier League, Wazito outscored Kakamega Homeboys, beating them 1-0 in their 10th round of matches at the Kasarani Stadium. Wazito's Michael Owino netted the only goal of the game just minutes before the first half break. Despite this victory, Wazito remained third in the table, or rather on the table, with 20 points, the same as Tusker, who was second place and one behind KCB at the top with 21 points. Tomorrow, KCB will host the Ulinzi Stars at the Afraha Stadium, while AFC Leopards will take on Poster Rangers at Kasarani Stadium. Elsewhere, City Stars will face Kariobangi Sharks at Kasarani Annex, and Vihiga United will host Sofapaka at home in Mumias. Now on Sunday, Zoo will host Nzoia at Sudi Stadium. Bandari clash with defending champions Gor Mahia at Mbaraki Grounds in Mombasa, while Tusker will play against the Mathare United at Kasarani Stadium. To some basketball news now, and Kenya's men's basketball team are continuing to build momentum while at camp at the Nyayo National Stadium as they prepare for the final round of the FIBA Afrobasket qualifiers. Coach Cliff Owor's Chargers need just one victory to secure a ticket to participate in the FIBA Afrobasket contest for the first time in 28 years. The continental event is scheduled for between the 19th and the 21st of February in Yaoundé, Cameroon. If the Morans, who are in Group B with Senegal, Angola and Mozambique, get at least 17 points in the final round, they will feature in the 30th edition of the FIBA Afrobasket in Kigali, Rwanda, and that takes place between the 24th of August and the 5th of September 2021.
You see, there's some games as a coach I've won, but I played badly. There's some games I lost, but I played well. So one of our key things is we need to compete in all the games and play our game. If we compete and play our games, good things will happen.
Tukienda kule Cameroon, hatuendi kuparticipate. Sisi tumekuwa prepared, tuko na talent, we are a full house. everybody is here. We are practicing. We are working just as hard as everybody is working. So ndio ni group ngumu, lakini na pia si ni wagumu. Hatujakuja hatuogopi mtu. Kama ni mbaya ni mbaya.
The Sports Ministry under Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohammed has been asked to allow a few fans to enter the stadium and watch league matches separately, albeit following all the requirements of the Ministry of Health to avoid the spread of COVID-19. The request was made by FC Leopards club patron Musalia Mudavadi. This comes just a week before Ingwe is expected to face their arch rivals Gor Mahia.
At times, we have it hard accessing Kasarani or Nyayo Stadium. We'd also want you to talk to your sister in charge of that ministry. First and foremost, if they can allow at least 3,000 fans back to the stadium, it can be good for us. It will give us some easy money to actually run the team, because if I have 3,000 fans in the stadium, that is 6 million. 600,000. Somebody has given me 600,000.
There is actually merit in your proposal that perhaps the Ministry of Health, together with the Ministry of Sports and the relevant committees, can and indeed should start facilitating at least up to, say, the 3,000 fans or spectators in the stadia for each team, because then that will give you some reasonable amount which can at least pay maybe the allowances of the players at any one time, rather than this idea of keeping everybody out and it's training all people.
And that concludes the sports news as well as NTV Weekend Edition. I will be back tomorrow night. See you then, but do not go anywhere, because I hear there is a party after party on the other side of a studio. Enjoy your night.
This is NTV.
Presenting the new Harpic Bathroom Cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue for the toilet and red for the bathroom.
The Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service is receiving applications for placement to universities and colleges for government sponsorship. A KCSE candidate, submit your course of choice